My fellow gingers, those of you who are here, this evening I stand before you, metaphorically, as one of your own. A proud member of this ginger community. This people. We are a unique group, a powerful group of individuals who are often misunderstood and sometimes, more often than not, marginalized. But we are also a strong and resilient community that has the power to come together and make a real difference in the world. For too long, we have been made to feel like outsiders. We can change that. It's time for us to change that. It's time for us to embrace our unique qualities and celebrate what makes us special. We are a diverse group of people with different backgrounds, experiences, but we all share a common bond. Our fiery red hair! Some may see us as targets, easy targets for jokes or ridicule, even racism. But we know that our color, the color of our skin, the freckles, the hair, it's just one small part of who we are. We are much more than that. We are artists, writers, scientists, entrepreneurs, athletes, and so much more. We have the power to achieve greatness. Greatness. And we can change the world. But we must first come together as one. One people. One nation. One united culture. So let us embrace our differences and stand together as a united front. Let us show the world that we are a force to be reckoned with, and that our hair color does not define us. Let us use our unique qualities to make a difference in our communities and inspire others to do the same. Remember, we are all in this together. We may have different shades of red hair, different backgrounds, different skin tones, and different experiences, but we are all gingers. Let us come together as one community, support each other, and show the world what we are truly capable of. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can inspire others. Together, we can be a shining example of the power of diversity and unity. So let's stand up. Be proud of who we are and make our voices heard. Let's show the world that being a ginger is something to be proud of, and that we are all stronger together. Thank you. My name is Copper Cab, and today is the beginning of a new chapter, a new era for my people, your people, our people. We are going to bring this group home. Gingers, rise. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Copper. I teach a class here on my YouTube channel via live stream every Wednesday through Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. and 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I talk about a very wide variety of topics here on my channel. Usually falls under the umbrella of social justice. Today, however, we're going to be talking about something that I deem important for my people, not yours, not anyone else's. We're not talking about your fucking drama, your problems. We're talking about something that matters to me. And you don't have to talk about it. You are free to fucking leave. You are free to leave, folks. No one is making you be here.
It's all ogre now.
But I will have respect!
Shrek leaves through
Max,
my window.
stop! Now!
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
No one cares turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble. Turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble.
You think so?
Turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble. Turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble. Turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble.
This is what I'm talking about, folks. We're not going to have this continue. Okay? Max, you are a stain. Okay? On the internet society. I will not have these people
tonight in Kansas
No
interrupting
one
me.
cares turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble. Turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble. Turkey tits. Gobble gobble gobble.
I am trying to
Turkey
talk.
tits.
I'm trying.
Gobble gobble gobble.
This is
Turkey
rude.
tits.
This
Gobble,
is
gobble
incorrect.
gobble.
You wouldn't do that to me in person. You would not do that to me in person. I wouldn't beat anyone's ass. I would punish. I would punish righteously. Here's the thing, folks. We need to have.
It's all ogre now.
Wait, I'm trying to gather my.
leaves through my
I'm
window.
trying to gather my thoughts,
Shrek
Ginger
is
Ale.
love.
I don't want to talk about
Is
Christian.
life.
The
Okay.
best idea? Throw Chris back in General Max prison and let Big Bubba make mincemeat of that horrible person. Really though, yesterday was horrible and this just shows people like Simp Cab needs to take meds zzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzz
cowboy cock.
No one cares. Turkey tits gobble gobble gobble. 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 No one cares. Turkey tits gobble gobble gobble. 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 Turkey tits gobble gobble gobble.
I have a lot to talk about today, okay? Max, Travis Sparks, blah blah blah, I don't care, whatever. I don't care if you don't care. You've been a member of the Rotten X for 19 months in a row. Travis Sparks. Who gives a shit about what you think? Fucking moron. No one cares. Alpha Russ has been a member for 7 months in a row. Oh, lovely. Hi Copper, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing fucking fantastically. Thank you. I'm doing wonderfully. I'm doing wonderfully. I'd be doing a lot better, though, if people would stop interrupting me when I'm trying to corral my people. Well, I'm not... This needs to stop, folks. This is a problem. This is a real problem. And I'm not...
It's been a year, Daddy. I really, really miss you. Mommy says you went to the store to get milk. Anyways, I'm failing all my classes. And Mommy hits me very frequently. And she changed my name to Tickle Tipson. Anyways, Daddy, I forgive you for abusing me.
Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cock.
Cameron Walker, that is the most inspiring speech I've ever heard. It was a fantastic amount of total... I'm not going to read it. Total garbage. Yeah, you go fuck yourself. It was not word salad. Don't mock my speech. Do not mock my speeches. Shut up. I will not be...
I agree. I want to help
stop!
all Daywalker readies and transport them via train to a specialized central camp where we can watch over them and
fuck off,
teach them
Giga Chad.
skills to
You're
make
a
them productive
racist.
members of society and prevent procreation.
You're a racist, Giga Chad. You are a racist. A racist! Towards my people. And for those of you who would dare say that ginger people are not a race, I have no interest in engaging with you. Your ignorance is quite clear to see for everyone. I have listed countless examples backing up my claims. You have provided nothing. Nothing! Not shit! So your opinion means nothing. Not to me. I don't care. Giga Chad, Max, Sparks, all of you, you ingrates, you do not matter to me, to my movement, to my people. You are a pebble on the side of the road as my people, driven by me in the copper cab, if you will, continue progressing forward to a much better, inclusive society. I will bring the gingers together. You will not stop me. You think I'm joking. You think that some of you might think that it's a performance or something. You are gravely mistaken. I am going to bring about a new era.
Alright, I'm gonna put your cock in
A
my
new
mouth.
era, a new world. No. Shut up. Shut up, Giga Chad. Fuck off. You are a moron.
Bitch, I'm a cock.
I'm
Bitch, I'm a cock.
I'm talking right now. I'm talking. I'll be right back.
Bitch, I'm a cock.
I will not have, okay, this disrespect anymore. It stops now. The joking stops now. The joking is now going to stop. Okay? Redheads will rise up. We will have a future where ginger people are treated with the same respect. No, redheads. You don't get to say ginger people. You don't get to use that word. Redheads will have, the red race will have a future where we are treated with the same respect that black people, white people, Spanish people, Asian people, and every other kind of person gets in terms of civil rights protections. For the most part, I imagine, okay? Even fat people can't be mocked publicly in mainstream media. You wouldn't dare. And a lot of fat people choose to become fat. I'm not fat shaming. I'm overweight right now. I've been skinny. I've been muscular. I've been fat. I've been thin. I've been everywhere in terms of the weight spectrum, if you will. In terms of being in shape and not being in shape, out of shape. Currently, I'm not in great shape. I'm not in terrible shape, but I could be in much better shape. That's a choice. That's me being lazy. That's me not going to the gym. That's me choosing to eat Chick-fil-A, a large fry, okay, waffle fries, as opposed to eating some grilled chicken, a grilled chicken salad. Those are my choices. Now, I know that some fat people, overweight people, obese people, may not choose that, okay? But it's a lifestyle. A lot of it is a lifestyle choice. And I'm not fat shaming. I have no interest in shaming some other group to raise up another. That's a bully tactic, and it's not my MO. My point is, no one chooses to be born a ginger person. And if I could choose, I would choose to be born ginger 100 times over. Because I love being a ginger. And I won't have all of you mocking. I will not have all of you, okay, mocking my people anymore. Okay? Now, here's the thing, folks. And you can call it fat shaming. I really don't give a flying fuck what you ingrates, you ignorant moron buffoons think. My point stands. And I've got something else I want to talk about that I have been pretty mum about for a long time. Gingers in Hollywood. I have turned the other cheek for a long time. I have, and you know this. You know that I have. A lot of you who are regulars here, drop a 111 if you're a regular. If you're a CCM student, you know what I mean. If you know what I'm talking about right now, in terms of Hollywood and ginger erasure, and you know, if you've been here a lot, if you've attended these streams enough, and you know your lore, and you know your history of the classes and stuff, you know I brought this up. I have mentioned this. I have discussed this briefly, previously, maybe even a couple times. I've touched on this subject, but I haven't gotten a bit dirty with it, okay? Now, when I say dirty, I don't mean disrespectful or rude. I mean, I haven't discussed a lot of it. I haven't talked at great length about it. A lot of people have sent me an image in particular that I'm going to put up on the screen here in just a moment. I believe to try and race bait me. To try and, I don't know, cause me to have some kind of problem with other people of color. That's not going to happen. I won't be race baited and manipulated into hating any race for, you know, whatever reason. It's not going to happen. I think that racism is incredibly ignorant. Thinking that your people is better than another, or hating on a group of people just because of the pigment of their skin at a base level is just plain fucking stupid. It is. It's just stupid. I'm not going to be manipulated that way. I love black people. I have no problems with black people or any people at all. I have no problems with anyone. I don't have hate in my heart. It's just not something that I choose to do. Now, this is the image that I have been sent quite often, okay? And this is an image that, you know, pops up quite often, okay? It's basically it's involving the trend that a lot of people have noticed, to the point that it's become a bit of a meme online.
I'm a feminist. Who's had
It's
a women
become a bit of a
treated unfairly.
joke that
You don't want to
I'm
say
talking,
people.
Jack.
Okay, well, here you go.
I'm talking now!
Ginger people, ginger people, ginger people, ginger people.
You don't say that.
Ginger people,
You don't get
ginger
to say that
people.
anymore. You know what? You
Okay,
wouldn't say that to my
guess what? I'm
face.
Ginger to you. Don't see me crying like a little boy.
Shut up. Shut up. You act immature. Shut your fucking mouth. An adult is talking. Someone out here trying to change the world for the better is talking. Now silence. As I was saying, this is a trend. You even see in the live chat right in there, ZK Studios, a rotten egg. This is true, to be fair. People in the live chat that I normally would be having, you know, perhaps people that might normally disagree with me. A lot of people on Twitter are saying, you know, Copper, we don't get along, or like, I disagree with you on a lot, but this is something that I agree with you on. I can empathize. Like, a lot of these fucking assholes are trying to say, oh, well, you know what, Copper, you're finally making some sense. I've noticed this too. I don't give a shit what you fucking think, and I don't care if you agree with me now or not. It doesn't matter. You might agree with me just because you're a fucking racist, maybe. And you just think, oh, black people are taking all the white roles. That's probably your ignorant ass, fucking dumb ass, racist opinion. Although I could be wrong. Perhaps maybe you're not a racist. And perhaps maybe you are of similar agreement that it's nothing to do with black people, or Indian people, or Spanish people, or any other kind, or white people. You know, Thor is not a blonde surfer boy, okay? I made a post about this on Discord. Chris Hemsworth, okay, and Marvel. Now I understand Marvel took the Thor, mythology, and they made their own character, the superhero. But historically, Thor is depicted as a redhead, as is Loki, by the way. These are These are gingers, okay? And of course, whitewashing occurs. Anyway, so it's not just people of color. It's not just black actors taking redhead roles. It's not just Indian actors like you see with the new Peter Pan, okay? I don't know if you noticed that. Here, let me, here's another one here. I think oh yeah. So here's, of course, Peter Pan. You see here, Peter Pan is a legit redhead. And here's the new actor for Peter Pan, which appears to be an Indian. I'm not sure, though, what their race is. I don't want to seem ignorant. I just don't know. No offense. So, anyway, the point is, it's got nothing to do with a race thing. People that try to make it into a race issue, like, oh, it's black people. No, it's not. You're you're just being a racist. Shut up. Okay, I'm not going to have people try to make this into a black versus white thing. No, I'm not going to let you do that, because not only are you being a racist, okay, towards people of color, which is not right, you're also distracting from the actual point. Ginger people, red people, my people are being erased. Now, a lot of you might agree. And if you do, I'm glad that you can have some common sense here. So this, I have tried to ignore this. I have tried to be like, you know what? Good for them. I really have. And I wrote a tweet. I'm going to read these tweets out and then we'll talk about it. It's not many, but I want to just read what I wrote. I put, I'm genuinely curious as to why. I tweeted this last night. 60 likes so far. I mean, whatever. I'm genuinely curious as to why Hollywood hates ginger people so much. Before anyone asks, this has absolutely zero to do with black people. I love black people. This for me is about the blatant erasure of ginger representation in media. I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed. For a long time, people have sent me these ginger race swap pictures in private messages, I guess, to try and race bait or upset me. But I've largely ignored all these messages because I think it's awesome, and this is true, I think it's awesome that black people are finally getting more roles. And I put in quotes, as they should, and they should. And then, I put a thing, I said, but I refuse to ignore the blatantly obvious. I'm not going to be a schmuck. People have laughed at me since 2010, when I made my first video, the Gingers Have Souls video. I have been mocked relentlessly online for standing up against the very real discrimination towards ginger people. I'm very happy for all the POCs who have gotten more roles in Hollywood, and I'm very excited for all the young people out there who will have so many heroes and, in quotes, cool villains that look like them, that they can see themselves in. Because whether or not you admit it, people do notice that, even when they're younger. And I said, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, Hollywood, please don't forget about the ginger kids out there that are there and exist. I loved Dexter's Laboratory when I was little, because Dexter was a redheaded kid. Redheaded characters stood out to me, and I legit would get excited about that. And I put, but the thing is, and I said all this, and I said, but the thing is, it's always redheads being replaced. I legitimately am just confused and bewildered, and I'm not gonna lie, everyone, it's offensive because it's starting to seem like an intentional act of erasure for redheads in pop culture. Representation. I have no hate in my heart for anyone. I make sure I put that, because it's true. And there are people saying, welcome to the based side. You know, it is really odd. I remember reading something about it a few years ago, in my opinion. Ginger women are to die for. Whatever, dude. Fuck off. See, that's another thing. The objectification and fetishization of ginger women. Anyway, right. So, I actually do sympathize with you on this point. Says funny, cool guy. Anyway. I'm ginger, and this is starting to piss me off. And then some dumbass. And then, so, it's like, you know what I mean? This is a thing that happens. I don't know why. I don't know what Hollywood's problem is with redheaded people. But it's like, this is a common thing, people. It's a common thing. Harold Balder, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to engage with you. I'm really not. I have no interest in engaging with you, Harold. Hollywood recognizes that gingers exist. Fuck off, dude.
It's been a year,
Gingers
Daddy.
do not exist to
I
serve.
really miss you.
Fuck
Mommy
you,
says
prick.
you went to the store
You're a
to get
racist.
milk.
You're a racist.
Anyways, I'm failing all my classes, and Mommy hits me very frequently, and she changed my name to Tickle Tipson. Anyways, Daddy, I forgive you for abusing me.
Not this fucking guy again.
Shut up, Cabba the Hutt. Shut up, Cabba the Hutt. Shut up, Cabba.
Why
the
are you
Hutt.
back?
Shut up, Cabba the
Just
Hutt.
go
Shut up,
away.
Cabba the Hutt. Shut up, Cabba the Hutt. Shut up, Cabba.
Don't
the Hutt.
call
Shut up,
me
Cabba the Hutt.
Cabba
Shut up,
the
Cabba
Hutt.
Shut up, Cabba the
That
Hutt.
is
Shut
not
up,
my
Cabba
name.
the Hutt.
That is not my name. Stop using the bot to talk over me and make me seem like a joke. It's not funny. Your jokes are old. Fuck off. Now, as I was saying, last night I decided a few things. One, I'm coming back to making videos. Yeah, that's right, folks. Videos are returning. And I'm going to tell you why. No more just streams. It's true. It's true. I'm coming back to making videos, and I'm going to tell you why. I was inspired last night. More than I have been in, well, years. Truly inspired. Emotional. Think it's a joke? I don't give a fuck. I'm excited about coming back to streams. Or, sorry, videos. And yeah, if you're wondering, I will be, of course, continuing my streams. As I have been streaming for a couple years now. A few years, actually. And I'm not going to stop on the streams. But videos are returning. And the videos will not be privated like I private my streams. And the reason I private my streams is because of the class clowns always ruining them. Saying ignorant ass, racist, problematic things with the robot. And I'm not going to co-sign that. And I will not allow that to stand on my channel. It's not what no, I'm not doing that. So, no, not inspired by you, Harold. Jack, I'm talking. Jack, I'm talking. Jack, I'm talking.
I am ginger and I have no problem with it and never have, so grow up, you need it, but the world has enough people like you.
Jack Brain says, you say you're an adult? Well, from the looks of it and how you've been acting on your streams, we all see differently. You don't speak for everybody. And Jack, nobody gives a fuck what you think. Your opinion is totally irrelevant and unwanted and unwarranted. You have an unwarranted a level of self-importance. You think that you think that your opinion means something here because you're using the bot to talk over me and being a fucking moron. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. You're ignorant. Now quiet. Now. You listen to me. If you choose to be here, you understand something. I am the teacher. I am the boss. And I will not be disrespected anymore. I'm an adult. I'm a grown man. And I will not be interrupted! Chad, stop it! Kind of makes me tingly in all the wrong places. Oh, no, so now you're sexually assaulting me. Watching you all energized, talking about your cute little soapbox. Cute lil soapbox issues? Chad! It's not cute little soapbox issues. It's a real problem. It's a real problem, Chad. It's a real problem. A serious problem. You know, Chad, you know what, Chud? Listen, Giga Chud. You're kind of a dumbass. Your opinion doesn't mean a fucking thing here. So why don't you just see yourself out of the stream? Now, fuck off. Goodbye. Like it's totes adorbs. Makes me just want to squeeze those little rosy cheeks. And look at you, being condescending. You think you're so funny, huh? You and Harold Balder. You're all like, you're cut from the same cloth. A bunch of white male, white male, white male, white male. Hello there. Would you like some extra mayonnaise on your tuna fish sub? Shut your fucking mouth. You're a dumbass. And you're a racist. You and Harold Balder. And Harold, no, it was not inspired by you. Nothing has been inspired by you, Harold. Well, thank you. No, don't thank me. Now, listen. I'm not talking about me bailing out Christian, okay? I already said I'm not talking about that. Stop asking about that. Okay? Look, we're not talking about Christine. So stop bringing it up in the live chat. That article will be coming out tomorrow or Friday, okay? Wasn't even meant to be a public thing. We're not talking about it. Now move on. Move on from that. I'm not discussing it. I'm not. So let it go. We're talking about something important right now. We're talking about something completely different. We're not talking about Christine, okay? She is whatever. Anyway, moving on. Now, Cameron Walker, I'm glad Harold Balder has... No, Harold Balder did not inspire me. Harold Balder did not inspire me, okay? Plan to be recording your laptop upgrade... I don't give a shit, Cameron! Fuck off! Your laptop upgrade video is totally irrelevant here. Quit shilling your shit when I'm trying to change the world for the better. Okay? It's like showing up to a protest about civil rights and trying to sell people car insurance. Like, go fuck yourself, you fucking goofball. No one is there for you. Like at a protest. We're here to not listen to you talk about your shit. We're here to talk about something that matters. Now, anyway, right, so, yeah, a few things. So I am returning to making videos, okay? This is a big deal, and I'm not kidding either. The videos are returning. Finally, it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. And
bitch, I'm a cuck. I don't want suck. I don't want suck. Bitch, I'm a cuck.
Just wondering if Aubrey has tried on her new boots and her new cosplay outfit. No, look, Aubrey, can you just stop sending my wife kinky stuff? It's so inappropriate and so weird. It's offensive. Now I'm telling you to stop, okay? Aubrey will get the Scarlet Witch outfit from you very... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ignore you. I'm gonna ignore you because you're starting to piss me off. Stop laughing in the fucking live chat. That's annoying. Now, anyway... What was I saying? Right, so... I'm returning to making videos. I'm incredibly inspired. I know I've said I'm gonna start making videos again before, but whatever. This is different. I have actually begun works on the Redland I don't want to call it a manifesto, because that makes it sound a bit ominous. It's not meant to be ominous. But I have started to work on an actual, like, actual information. So I've got a few things here. The nation would be, of course, called Redland. The capital city, and don't laugh, I came up with a couple names, Freckleton, or Frecklesburg, or Amberhead. I personally like Amberhead. Emberhead. Amberhead. Amberhead, Redland. And the official languages would be English and I'm trying to talk. I'm in the middle of a sentence. I'm in the middle of a fucking sentence. Do you mind?
Copper should do a stream where he's forced to dance or get cattle prodded shirtless so his fat rolls jiggle around for our entertainment.
So
he
obnoxious.
also has to do the truffle shuffle. I for one would love to.
Shut up, Guts! Shut up! I said enough! Enough, dude. Enough. What is this? The new Joe Biden song? I don't care, dude. Fuck off with your fucking video links and your little shills. No one is here for you. Okay?
Bitch, I'm a
Enough.
cuck. Bitch, I'm a cuck. I don't wanna suck. I don't wanna suck. Bitch, I'm a cuck.
Cameron, your video is more interesting to the chat than anything that I have to say. Oh, is that right? No, that's not right. You're a fucking idiot. Shut up. No one is here for you. Do you understand? Enough. Off my screen. Cameron, do you realize that people that are watching right now clicked on the Copper Cab live stream and not the Cameron Walker YouTube channel? Do you understand that people are here to watch me educate and stream? Do you understand the basic logic there? I don't know if you do. I don't know if your mind is able to comprehend that very simple fucking subject. That you are so self-important and egotistical, and it's not even warranted. Like, what have you even done? I don't know. I don't even know who you are. You're not, your videos are not important here. I'm not trying to be mean, but you're being unnecessarily rude, and it's completely unwarranted. You have an ego that is not fucking, your actions and your achievements do not match your ego here. Not here. So please, okay? No, I'm not going to say please. You know what you need to do? You need to go fuck yourself, Cameron. Nobody cares about your fucking, what is it, a laptop replacement thing? Who gives a flying fuck about your fucking laptop? Fuck off. I'm trying to change the world. Okay? Ginger people, an entire race of people matters a lot more than a fucking laptop. I assure you. Now see yourself out. Anyway, as I was saying, and Mugboy, don't submit another video link, okay? No one can. I'm talking. Hey. I'm talking right now.
Type
I'm talking.
111 chat if copper is a baldless orangutan. Type 111 chat if copper is a baldless orangutan.
You know what?
Type 111 chat if copper is a baldless orangutan. To divulge the butt of this baldless orangutan, be prepared, cause unlike his head there's a lot of hair down here.
Anyway, country.
You're getting to be a big boy.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. So many.
There were a few jackets I was looking at for my new regime. Well, not regime. I don't want to say that. It's just my new project that I've been, working on in private. And this seemed like a nice jacket. I also saw this one. I'd have to get the patches removed though, and then also this one. I was going to get the flag, the official Redland flag that I actually designed myself without any kind of help or reference image. I thought that I would get a because you can get custom pins made very easily online, and I was going to get some custom badges and pins, like military style pins, for my my new project. And I thought it'd be a lot of fun. And I just I wanted to tell all of you about my project that I'm working on and kind of give you some details about what I've been working on, and you're not letting me get to the point that I want to make here. Stop saying Jitler in the that's really not funny. That's actually incredibly disrespectful and very hurtful and rude. Please stop saying, do not compare me to a fucking mass murderer. Please stop. It's really gross. It's really not fucking funny.
I just want to say this stream is such a relief for me. I have been so thirsty.
I don't care, Giga Chad!
Ranga Copper Stram and my blue melons were bouncing between my knees,
but
I'm now a new man thanks to you. Please help me climb out with a little titty jiggle.
Shut up! I don't care, dude. I don't care. And I've come to some conclusions about Redland, okay? I've come to some conclusions about Redhead, and I've been writing a lot. I've got a whole theory. I've been trying to, for a long time now, for like the better half of a year, I've been writing. Aubrey has jokingly called it a manifesto, a ginger manifesto. It's not a ginger manifesto, as I've told her, and I'm telling you. It is a short book. Not even a long book. It's not a big book. I'm just trying to really make every sentence and every paragraph really, punch, and not literally punch. It's not a violent. It's not a call to. It is not a call to violence at all. No violence. I never condone violence ever. Violence is never the answer. But okay, no, I'm not gonna have a cult of person. Lemmy, can you not? You're going to have a cult of personality? No, that is not what I'm aiming to get. That is not what I'm aiming for. I don't want a cult of personality. That is not the point. The point is creating a movement of people, of like-minded people. No violence. That is only seeking to earn to get the respect that the people deserve. I am trying to start a civil rights movement, essentially, for ginger people, okay? There is no army. It is not a violent thing. It is not some militant regime. We're not doing that. Okay? Like, it's not like we're going to be out in the streets fighting people. Okay? It's not like that. It's going to be a movement. Like the Black Panthers. Well, it might not be like that. Don't start calling it the Red Panthers. That's not funny. It's not like that. It's like, I don't even know. I really don't know enough. I don't know enough about the Black Panther movement to comment on that movement. But, I just, here, you know what? Disregard those comments. What I'm trying, or don't disregard them. I really don't give a shit. The point is what I want to do is I want to establish a movement for my people. An actual protection. A group of people that serves the ginger community across the internet, across the world. In terms of it being it will fight for ginger people that are being disrespected and discriminated against and hated on and being treated, and being mocked in the media. Ginger erasure in Hollywood. All kinds of commercials mocking ginger people. And I'm going to show you some examples today. I mean, there is literally a long list of gingerism. That's a real word, by the way. That's an actual word. The discrimination against redheaded people. Gingerism. I don't even like that word, by the way, because you know what it says? It says the word ginger in the word. Like, what? Figure out a new word that doesn't have ginger in it. You're literally using a slur towards my people. Anyway, please stop comparing me to that piece of shit. Please stop. Stop comparing me to... Please do not compare me to Nazi bastards, to that Nazi bastard, or to any other Nazi bastard. Do not compare me. Do not compare the Redland movement to Nazis. That's so fucking... First of all, that's so off base. And second of all, it's so offensive. And so awful and rude. I am not going to be some kind of, like, dictator. I'm simply trying to... I don't even necessarily have to be the leader of the movement. Although I will be the leader. Because I know what's best for my people. But, and you need a strong leader. Big fans of Trump they always say that. We need a strong leader. Well, I'm going to show you a strong leader. No, I'm just kidding about all that. Don't, you know what, just, whatever. The point is, folks, my people need respect. Not just want it. We need respect. And we're going to get respect. And, folks, I just want to say that I'm not trying to hate.
Right.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Rodriguez,
put your cock in my mouth,
I'm trying to talk.
Bite it up, big.
Rodriguez, I'm in the middle of a sentence right now. No, gingers are not property, Rodriguez. I'm not even gonna finish your comment. I'm not gonna show you the respect
I'm a feminist.
of finishing
Who said
your
that women
comment.
are treated unfairly?
Because you're literally,
What's
you're
wrong,
scum.
Cab? Is someone a little too...
Don't call me Ranga Cab! Don't call me Ranga! Don't call me Ranga!
If you think Big Mad
Stop
Big
it!
Sad should go to bed, look at the shiny
I don't care
dead head.
what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care. Ginger ale.
Even if I look so dumb, I don't really care. I'll still be dreaming one day.
I miss the fun days when you used to have a lot more humor.
I don't care what you have to say! Shut up!
Change it up a notch.
I don't care what you have to say! I don't care what you have to say, Ginger Ale. No one cares. I'm ignoring you. I'm choosing to ignore you. Shut the fuck up. You petulant, childish, moronic bastard. You self-important, self-absorbed, cunty piece of shit. Fuck yourself. I'm sure that's all you do anyway. Nobody else is going to. Now, as I was saying, well, you know what? No, let me not use the term cunty as an adjective, as a negative adjective to describe someone. That's a microaggression towards people with cunts. Pardon me, vaginas. So let me not do that. Let me just say, you know what? No, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Right. What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by some irrelevant bastard? Moron. Right.
Yes, Daddy.
So, okay, folks, I need to be able to think. I need to be able to think, okay? And when you do this stuff, yes, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy Copper. Like, I don't want to hear that. When I'm trying to focus, okay? I'm trying to talk! Now enough! Okay? Quit making the robot like some kind of vocal landmine. Like, every other 5 seconds, it's like, I don't know when I'm gonna get interrupted, and it stops me in the middle of a fucking sentence. Like, when I'm on here trying to talk... When I'm on here trying to talk! Alright,
Hey,
you know what?
I'll order your most expensive wish list item right now if you just write my name on that beautiful shiny egg-shaped canvas that is
Did you,
just
Chad?
yearning for
Nobody cares!
A shame for all the
Nobody
real
cares
people
what you're
in me.
saying. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I do not have a big forehead. Stop saying that. Stop mocking my forehead. I have a beautiful head. A freckled head. Shiny. Not shiny. Radiant. And beautiful, okay? Now, as I was saying, the country would be Redland, the capital city, Freckleton, or Frecklesburg, or Amberhead, which is gonna be the capital city if we ever get that established. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Redland kind of idea, the future of Redland. So there's two different routes and directions, and I've talked a lot about Redland, but I haven't talked about how I would go about getting that done. Okay, it's complicated, and I've done quite a bit of research in establishing countries and nations, what you need, things like that. It's actually it's a lot of stuff. And needless to say, one man cannot accomplish all of that alone. But we'll talk about that briefly in a moment. I found a different option in terms of establishing Redland. And, and kind of what that means for the future of the Red people. I'm talking right now, idiot!
Copper violence is the answer. Aubrey choke me. Aubrey
No, it's
beat
not!
Me, Aubrey
Stop it!
slap me. Aubrey choke me. Aubrey butter my biscuit. Aubrey call me names. Aubrey shug my toes. Aubrey lick my
What is
toes.
wrong
Aubrey
with
the
some of
queen,
you?
Aubrey the
Like,
dom, keeping
actually.
clowns in line.
Like, what is
Six,
wrong
dom,
with some of you
stage,
people?
dom.
You're disgusting. So fucking immature and weird and just like, choke me like, violence is the answer. No, it's not the answer. No, Aubrey's not gonna choke you or anybody. Shut up. So, as I was saying, for the 10th time, the nation, the whatever, I don't even know if it's gonna be a country, and I'm gonna tell you why in a moment, but anyway, the community, the state, if you will, and don't call it an ethno-state. That's not what it That's not what it's meant to be. Redland, capital city, Freckleton, Frecklesburg, or Amberhead. Languages, finally I get to say, English and Danish. And possibly Scottish. I don't know, we'll see. The national symbols will be the moon and stars, which is what I'm calling the symbol you see on the flag here that I designed. It's meant to be obviously on purpose, very, very minimal. The best flags are minimal and easy to remember and recognize. Okay, and so that's the moon and stars. Also, the national symbol will also be the red fox, which I think is very important for the gingers in general. The red fox is obviously a ginger icon in terms of animals go. In terms of animals, the red fox is iconic for ginger people. You might think, oh, a tiger. Why not a tiger? No, we're not doing it. It's not going to be a tiger, okay, folks. The red fox will be a national symbol for the ginger nation, the ginger people, in terms of the animal. And then in terms of the bird, the official bird of the nation, I mean, it seems a little obvious, too obvious, which is why it is what it is. The woodpecker, literally a red-headed bird. Which is, by the way, this is Aubrey's idea. Now, everyone, before you go and applaud Aubrey for being so clever and smart, okay, and then mock me for talking about foxes, because that's what you all do. You all hate on me. You love on Aubrey, and then you're really rude to me, and I don't know why, okay? I know Aubrey's nice to all of you, and whatever. I don't know why she is. I don't know why Aubrey likes any of you. You're all pricks. But anyway, Queen Aubrey, shut up. If she's the queen, that makes me king anyway. And I don't want to be your fucking king. I'm the teacher. Anyway, I have authority over all of you, if you choose to be here. But the point is, I thought, in fairness, it was a brilliant idea. It was not the bird that I initially chose, if I'm being totally honest. And when she said it, I was like, well, what do you want me to say? That's a much better idea than mine. Okay, I have to admit that. But yeah, that's the official bird, and it's everywhere in the entire world. It's even in Greenland. It's everywhere. The woodpecker, you find it everywhere. And as far as I'm aware, it is not the official bird of any nation. So, and it's a redhead. It's literally a red-haired bird. So that's going to be the official bird of the people of the Redland Nation. Or of Redland, not the Redland Nation. That sounds... It's the official bird of Redland. Now,
it's been a year, Daddy. I really, really miss you. Mommy says you went to the store to get milk. Anyways, I'm failing all my classes, and Mommy hits me very frequently.
I'm not even reading the comment.
Tipson. Anyways, Daddy,
I'm not even gonna read Cameron's comment. I'm not even reading it because I don't care. I see the name Cameron Walker, and I'm just like, you know what? You've been such a disrespectful prick. I don't care. Our wife is so smart. Shut up, Keith. She's my wife, not our wife. Aubrey, play with me and Kenny Pickle. No, Eric Cartman. First of all, why is your name Eric Cartman?
Fanboy, you know that it's true. I'll be shaking my ass on cam in my room.
That's a copyright strike waiting to happen, by the way, dumbass. Can y'all stop? Can y'all, like, take a fucking 5 minutes, like, moment just to stop? Aubrey's not your mom. Oh, you need to be tucked in? Shut up, Cartman. Aubrey's not tucking you in!
Is that supposed to be you with hair on the flag? Hashtag Rongaland, hashtag Rongagate, hashtag Rongaland, hashtag Rongagate, hashtag Rongaland, hashtag Rongagate.
It's all ogre now. Shrek leaves through my window.
Aubrey's not tucking you in!
Shrek is lost.
She's not cucking me!
Shrek
Enough, dude. I'm just waiting for this all to stop. Redland's not an ethno-state, shrimp. As we all know, gingers aren't white. Well, that's the first. Look at what Shrimp said, and look at what Shrimp said right there. Remember, for 3 months in a row, rotten eggs. Shrimp said Redland is an ethno-state. As we all know, gingers aren't white. Well, gingers are not white. That's correct. But Redland is not an ethno-state. You're incorrect about that. That is incorrect. That is an incorrect assumption. Max, is that supposed to be you with hair on the flag? No, it's not meant to be me. It's meant to be a, you know, how do I put it? A kind of iconic ginger. There's no gender with it. It's meant to be kind of like very minimalist style. This is meant to be very minimalist style, and it's not meant to be. And by the way, nobody is allowed to screenshot this. I'm not kidding, by the way. No one's allowed to screenshot this or edit it in any way. I actually am going to be getting this copyrighted just to protect, you know, of course, to protect ginger people, because I actually created this image. I designed it minimal. It's meant to be a minimal design. The moon and stars, and it's you know, obviously I don't have hair on the top of my head. I have a beard, but that's still an iconic, you know, it's a ginger, very minimal ginger vector image style. It's for a flag, okay? And it's got kind of a play on the moon and stars, okay? So just stop. No, it does not look like my head upside down. Shut up, Keith. Anyway, just... Folks, it's not meant to be some crazy looking flag. It's meant to be minimal. Do you understand that? Okay, so do you know what minimalism is? Drop a 111 in the live chat if you know what minimalism is. Okay, so when you're designing a flag should be so simple to draw that even a kid can draw the flag. Everyone should be able to draw the flag. It should not be some crazy, ornate, intricate, you know, flag with like scales and this and that and all this crazy stuff and palm trees and beach ball. It's just meant to be a symbol like the Apple logo on the back of your iPhone. If you can, you know, if you have an iPhone, it's meant to be symbol or a simple, iconic symbol that's easy to recognize and it's memorable. And for a flag, you want something easy to remember and simple and memorable. And this is, you know, it's not meant to be crazy and ornate. It's meant to be a minimalist design. That is the point. I can draw, as you've seen in the big book and things like that in my paintings, I can draw more intricate stuff, but the point is for it to be a minimal style. You're not supposed to go all out. You're supposed to just let it be what it is. Now, and by the way, none of your opinions matter. This is not for you. If you're not one of my people, if you're not one of my kind, then your opinion on this subject does not matter. Okay? Listen, white people, your opinion does not matter. Stay mad. I don't give a fuck. Well, no, I'm not going to say stay mad. Whatever. Anyway, I don't care. I don't want anyone to be mad. I just want you to understand. Like, I'm not mad. I don't want you to be mad. I just want people to understand. Understanding. And I want people to respect ginger people. Mr. Rodriguez, I get the feeling that Redland will be equivalent to the world's biggest orangutan exhibit. We're going to need to see a bunch of copper cabs swinging from trees and throwing their poop. You know what? I'm going to read these comments because it's showing you for the ignorant fools you are and what goofy racists you are. We're going to see a bunch of copper cabs swinging from trees and throwing their poop. Who would want to visit there? P.S. Suzanne, want to do something tonight? Ooh woo. Really? No one laugh. No, but I don't want to see a single laughing emoji in the live chat. That's not funny. Rodriguez, you're not funny. You're just showing yourself to be an asshole. Really. That's all you're... I'm talking right now, Guts. Guts, I'm talking. I'm talking, Guts. I'm in the middle of a fucking sentence, Guts. Why are you moaning in my ear, Guts? I said to quit! I'm gonna moan over you. I'm gonna moan over your moan.
Gingers are not people. Roundhouse.
How does that feel, idiot?
Into the concrete. Slam dunk a ginger.
Gingers are people, asshole.
5 filthy gingers.
Wow, so you're a
Defecate
sick
in
piece of
ginger's
shit.
food. Stir fry gingers in a wok.
Do not stir fry
Launch
gingers in a
into the sun.
what?
Toss gingers
In a
into
wok?
active.
It's all Luger
Oh,
now.
toss gingers in the active volcanoes.
Shrek leaves through my
Yeah, you're a
window.
piece of shit. Fuck off, dude. You're not even
Shrek
funny.
is
That
life.
wasn't even funny. That wasn't even a funny insult.
His life.
That was just stupid. That wasn't even a funny insult. That was just stupid, dude.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh boy, Cameron, no one cares what you're saying. I'm skipping over your comments. Just stop, okay? Your opinions don't mean anything here. Giga Chad, check memes made some minor...
Femboy Friday is the best. Femboy's nuzzle on my chest. Got my feelings
Chad?
body.
You
pillow
better
about to
fucking
take
not
that
have.
Bitch to bed. Bitches Femboy Friday. Femboys by my side. They be looking so kawaii. I don't care if you don't like it. Hey.
Is that right? Is that right? Is that fucking right? I'm telling you now, delete that fucking image off my server. I don't want this image anywhere. Giga Chad, you stop that shit now. That is not fucking funny, dude. That is not fucking funny. I want this off my server. Where is it at? I want it off my server right now. Delete. Delete image. Make Redland great again. What the fuck is this? Make Redland. No. Delete. 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 I want it off. I want it out of here. I want it out of my server. Stop laughing in the fucking live chat. I said to quit it. I'm leaving. I'm done. I quit. Street's over. Make my fucking flag into an ass sheet. You think you're fucking tough? Huh? You think you're fucking tough? Huh? You wanna... You think you're fucking tough? You're not. Suck on the tit of knowledge, you fuck. No, you couldn't suck. You couldn't suck on this tit if you wanted to. You couldn't. You know what? You'll never have the fucking privilege, the honor of sucking on this tit. You'll never have the honor. I'm done with this shit. I said to quit it. You don't make memes out of my flag. You don't do that shit anymore, Giga Chad. Stop. Not fucking funny at all. I said enough. Bro, I said enough.
An ode to Queen Aubrey.
Why?
Hair
Are you-
color like the element, same one that stole her heart. United by true love, these two will not depart. She sees her future gleaming from the shiny shiny. Aubrey, you are beautiful and we will forever kiss your hiney. Love.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Forever kiss your hiney. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. No one's kissing my wife's hiney but me. And what you know what, I'm not even gonna say that because what I do with my wife and the privacy of my home is my business and not yours. All of you, shut up. Now. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Huh? No, 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 no. No, no, I want it all. I want it off here. I want it off here now. Hold on one second. I don't want any information to be on the screen in case something pops up on the screen. I don't want DMs or something to accidentally be on the screen. Who's this report for? Myself. Attacked because of my identity. Harassed or intimidated with violence. Spammed. Shown content or encouraged self-harm. No. Where's the copyright where's the copyright infringement? Where's copyright infringement? I hate Elon. No, I don't hate Elon Musk. Like I don't. I have a strong. Almost broke my fucking headset. I have a strong disliking for Elon Musk and Elon Musk's Twitter. It is not. It is not the Twitter it once was. It used to be a beautiful app, a wonderful social media app. But now it's a bunch of shit.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. So many.
Already. All fucking ready. Already people are starting to fucking spam my shit. I'm so sick of this shit. You know. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. Here's the problem, is that you people, you're not ginger. If I was in a group of people that were all redheads, this wouldn't be a problem. If I had my people... Already. All fucking ready. Already. It's just, you know, Delete. I'm just wondering why. Do y'all just, like, do you get off on this? Like, is this like a kink? Like, do you like bullying people that are trying to change the world? You know, I don't want to know if it's a kink or something. It's really weird. If you get off on that, you're fucking weird. And I'm not kink shaming, but you're a sick piece of shit. Listen to me right now. I deserve better. You actually can be better. What I don't understand is where the disrespect comes from. What's your fucking problem? Anyway, I came across a video last night that I stumbled upon, and I wanted to show all of you, and it lends more credence to my obvious, you know, it lends more proof as to what's already obvious to me, that gingers are their own race. And you know, I've always said that if you put a bunch of redheads and gingers on an island, or like if you put them in like an enclosed, not enclosed, but like a nation, they would give birth to only redheads. They would only give birth to more and more redheads. And I've said this, I mean, and if you've been around here, you know that I've said this for many years. And there's actually posts and articles, Red Hair Genetics. I edited this image not too long ago. So this was already an image, but then I circled this part here because it illustrates one of my points, one of my many points about gingers being a race. Yeah, so you've got your carriers here, your different genetics for redheaded people. Like Aubrey and I are both pure ginger. We're both pure-blooded ginger. So when we have a child, it will almost 100% for sure be a ginger person. which adds to my grand theory that Redland and was once a nation and comprised of only redheads, but then, you know, immigration happened and people spread out around the world carrying the ginger gene with them, which lies dormant in the genetics, almost like, you know, you have some white families that give birth to a darker skinned baby at some point, and even a darker skinned family that could give birth to a lighter skinned baby. Like, this happens. Genetics and genetics are interesting like that. And you never know when the family tree is going to, you know, spring forth like a dormant trait in a family, you know. But anyway, genetics are very interesting. But so you've got the ginger gene being carried around the world, and you know, I think it's like over 10% or something of Ireland is ginger. That's a lot of people for one nation. But anyway, just something interesting to think about. But anyway, so red hair genetics. So yeah, 2 redheads give birth to a redheaded baby almost 100% of the time, if not 100% of the time. I'm pretty sure 100%. So yeah, it's like completely redheaded. So when 2 redheads procreate, they give birth to more of their kind. Well, you know what's interesting about that is that I just so happened, because I was doing a lot of research last night on the subject matter, that of course, you know, I'm very passionate about. There's a video. What? Like, I found a video literally on the TLC channel. This is wild. And it's called, and get this, Understanding Race. Understanding Race, the Isle of Redheads. And it talks about ginger people. And it talks about, it just so happens to talk about what it doesn't cover everything that I've taught, or that I've taught and talked about. It doesn't cover all the specifics, but it's a video. It's not a very long one. It's 1.5 minutes exactly. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. And it talks about specifically what would happen, and this is on the Learning Channel, what would happen if you took a bunch of ginger people and put them on an island of just gingers, and it tells you what would happen over many generations. And I want to show all of you right now that video. It's like an old video too. It's really cool. I was like, what? No fucking way! This is so cool. And it's on an official Learning Channel. It's on the actual official Learning Channel. And it's about race, understanding like ethnicity and race.
Baby, I'ma sing for you.
We're trying to watch something right now.
If I look so dumb, I don't really care. I'll still be dreaming one day.
Cooper.
So fucking stupid. Okay, excuse me.
COO.
Excuse me. We are trying to watch something very interesting right now. Shut up! Stop fucking talking over an important class lesson. We're watching an interesting video on a subject that is very important to me. And ginger people. Now, stop. Piss me off. Where are we going? Here we are. Now, here we are. There we go. All right.
The human form is miraculous in its variety. But does different add up to race? Think of it this way. What if we say that a race is a group of people with a common ancestry who look alike and maybe have certain genetic traits in common? Sounds simple enough.
Doesn't it?
But then, what if we take a random group of red-headed people?
Some of these people aren't even like legit redheads. It's so offensive, but whatever. We'll look past it for right now.
And leave them on an island.
Let me rewind it a little bit. I don't want to interrupt too much here.
We take a random group of red-headed people and leave them on an island for a long time. As the generations tick by, they would look more and more alike.
Oh? Why do they have a ginger dog? Like, that is just so unnecessary. But anyway, like, that's not funny.
In and gene
Like, is that like a low? Is that like an insult? Is that like calling gingers an animal? Because we're not an animal. We're human beings too. Anyway.
As the generations tick by, they would look more and more alike. Soon, they would find themselves with certain hereditary diseases, traits, and gene combinations in common. All the things we generally think of as making up a race.
Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that, Learning Channel? Uh-oh, what's that? I just want to say, I've been saying the gingers are a race for a very long time. And I've come across several videos, actually, that kind of describe ginger people in an interesting way. And so, it just adds more and more credence to my grand, point and theory that gingers are their own race. And the even grander theory of the Redland theory that I created a long time ago. That I've been kind of slowly fleshing out, if you will. And adding detail and doing a lot of legitimate actual research. I do a lot of research. A lot of people think that I just throw these ideas against the wall and whoa. No, dumbass. I don't. I actually do research. Unlike all of you ignorant fucking buffoons, whose opinions I don't care because you're uneducated. I don't care about the uneducated opinions. I don't, because there's a theory, or not even a theory. There's like is it a law or a rule? It's like, there's like something here. Let me see here. The Dunning-Kruger effect occurs when a person's lack of here, let me put it on the screen here. Maybe you might, maybe for the more self-aware folks, you might actually need to read this. The Dunning-Kruger effect, it occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skills in a certain area, cause them to overestimate their own competence. By contrast, this also affect those who excel in a given area, blah, blah, blah. Point is, folks, you know very little and you think you know a lot. You don't do any research, and yet you feel like your opinion on a subject that you haven't done any research on, you feel as though you grant yourself this exaggerated level of self-importance and intelligence. Like, I'm so smart. Of course, I don't have to give this any thought at all. I can just go, no, and discount someone who actually does research, who actually is a ginger, who's famous for being a ginger, who has done research for years on the subject of is ginger people a race, who have called ginger people a race for literally, and it's documented, over a decade. But you sit in your fucking computer chairs or wherever you are on your toilets, typing in your little, YouTube, whatever. Your opinion means zilch. Not even zilch, it means nothing. So you can all be very important to yourselves in your own bubbles. Not even your own bubbles. I don't even give a fuck. Point is you're not smarter than me. Not on this subject. And really, I would say you probably are not smarter than me. And I say probably. You are probably not anywhere near as intelligent as I am in any subject. I have a very high IQ, and I'm very intelligent. So, but even if I didn't have an high IQ, I'm still much smarter than all of you. I've been around the world. I've traveled. I'm more experienced than you. I have more life experiences. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to say that I have more life experiences, but because I don't know where all of you have gone in your lives, and I don't know where you've been in the world. Maybe you have traveled around, whatever. The point is that for my young age, I've done quite a bit, and I've experienced quite a lot so far. And, I've accomplished quite a lot that a lot of people haven't, and that's not meant to be humble braggy. I'm not trying to, be egotistical, but you should humble yourselves, okay? You really should humble yourselves, okay? Especially when you're talking with me. Because trust me, folks, you're not on my level, and it's kind of embarrassing to act like you are. You only embarrass yourselves. Now, and that's not meant to be condescending or rude to you or mean to you. I'm just saying, the point, all of the other ego stuff doesn't matter. The point is I know more than you about this subject. Your opinion means nothing to me because it is an uneducated opinion. There's no point in getting invested or arguing with people who haven't done the right research. Why would I do that? Like, why would a scientist on a subject like an anthropologist argue with some guy who just has never even flipped a single page in a textbook or looked at a single article on a subject? Like, you're literally just drawing this out of nowhere. So I don't really care. I mean, even the Learning Channel, it's just discussed on a TV show. I didn't even know this video was like, and I just found this video by chance. It just further adds, it just adds more credence to what I'm just telling you, folks. I'm smart, and ginger people are not white. I mean, you can think that they are. You're entitled to be wrong. That's your choice. I mean, whatever. But I don't like him, but as Ben Shapiro once said, facts don't care about your feelings. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm actually not sorry at all. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, where was I? Right. So, again, if ginger people were all put on an island together for many years, they would all, it would be redheads. Similar traits. Hereditary diseases, perhaps. I mean, similar features in, people consider the Jewish people, of course, a race, a people. People consider, Italians. A lot of people consider Italians kind of their own Mediterranean race. I mean, it's not just black, white, Asian, Spanish. I mean, there's a lot of ethnic groups, a lot of races in the world, really. And, I mean, if you literally look at the definition of a race, and then you look at ginger people, it's... Anyway, I've said all this before in different ways. I guess at the end of the day, I mean, if you're going to change your mind, if you're willing to be open-minded and hear other people out, then great. But if you are closed-minded and for some reason dug into your wrong opinion when you haven't done research, which is such a weird thing. Like, imagine not doing any kind of research on a subject and just deciding that your opinion, not fact, but opinion, is right. And again, no actual education, no research backing up a claim. Just, that's such a childish, immature, weird, like, approach to a subject. It's so uneducated, and it just reeks of ignorance and just... I don't know. It really just tells me I don't need to take these kinds of people seriously. So, yeah. And that's not even me being smug. That's just me being correct. Like, right, you shouldn't argue with an idiot. Like, you should not argue with a fool who has done no research on the subject. They have no right to argue with you on the subject when they're so ignorant to the subject matter. They're just wanting to argue. They just want to be right. They don't want to actually discuss anything. They don't actually want to research anything. They just want to argue and be a contrarian and be immature and be right. Very immature, very childish. I wouldn't even call it childish. I just call it immature. So, anyway, I won't take you seriously. If you disagree with me at a certain point and it's clear to me you haven't done the research that I've done, whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of like whatever at this point. Don't care. And you can make your little comments in the live chat all you fucking want. It doesn't change the fucking fact.
Femboy Friday is the best. Femboy nuzzle on my chest. Got my Felix body pillow, about to take that bitch to bed. Bitches Femboy Friday, femboys by my side. They be looking so kawaii. I don't care if you don't like it, hey.
Hail Jidler, not the Simperer but the class clown legend Cooper.
Shut
James
up!
Will not
No
be
one
raising a
cares!
ginger baby because he's going to get cucked by an alpha male, and alpha
Wrong!
genetics
Shut up!
always overpower inferior gender.
Why are you
genetics.
talking?
Look at the
Why?
Phoenician
Why are you doing that? Enough! And I don't care about your opinion, who has an IQ. I don't have an 83 IQ. I talked about this yesterday. I was literally just clicking through the test. Again, I don't really think I need to say anything more about that subject. I literally said yesterday I was joking around about the IQ. I was clicking through it like
It's been a
every
year,
5.
Daddy.
I wasn't even reading the
I
questions.
really, really miss you.
Damn, y'all are
Mommy
fucking
says
stupid.
you went to the
Damn.
store to get milk.
Y'all are so dumb.
Anyways, I'm failing all my classes.
I don't feel like
And Mommy
anything-
hits me very frequently. And she changed my name to Tickle
Say more about the
Tipson.
subject, but-
Anyways, Daddy, I forgive you for abusing me.
Why are y'all starting now? What is this? Check memes? Is one of your clowns? Linda, what are you talking about? Linda, what are you talking about, Linda? What? What do you mean memes? What the fuck is... Can you all stop,
Look
please?
at the shiny, shiny piggy cowboy coin. Look at the shiny, shiny piggy cowboy coin.
No more bot use.
Look at the shiny, shiny piggy cowboy coin. Look at the
Do
shiny,
I need to
shiny
bring-
piggy cowboy coin. Look at the shiny, shiny piggy cowboy coin. Look at the shiny, shiny piggy cat.
Yes, Daddy.
Do I need to bring back the expose markers? Do I need to start writing names up on the board? I haven't done that in months.
There's gonna be some pork in a foot tonight.
If y'all don't stop,
Kansas.
Super Zach. You know that even if you are a race, we're still gonna get on your streams and mess with you. Gingers are a race, and you will not mess with me. But see, even now they're starting. You see the people. They're starting to be like, well, even if you are a race, we're still gonna mess with you. See that? People are starting to slowly understand. Gingers are a race. Even though they're saying that they're still gonna mess with me. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. You should show me respect. Stop it. Orange right there. Ginger. Well, not ginger, but anyway. What am I supposed to look at in memes? What is this? Oh, and what is this? There's nothing here. Oh, wait, what? Can y'all stop? What? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Can you all please stop? Can you all please fucking stop this now? Like, can you all please stop fucking making these shitty fucking memes? It's not funny. It's just fucking annoying. And disrespectful. And rude. And it stops now. It stops now. Delete. Delete. I don't know what that picture is. Stop that shit now! Quit laughing in the fucking live chat. I said to stop. Ow, it just hurt my hand. Just people. You need to be nicer, okay? We're gonna have... So, let me talk about my plans for Redland. So, I was doing some research on private islands. There are some private islands in up there around Ireland, Scotland, Greenland, places like that. And I was thinking about it because I looked up how to make your own, how to make a country basically. And here I'll show you the article that I came across. It's pretty simple. This was updated March 12th, 2023. So 5 days ago. Tired of the crazy politics and government interferences or social permissiveness? Has your tax burden become more than you can bear? If you've ever thought that if blah, 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 good news, you can start your own micronation. It's not easy, but it's also not impossible. And we'll show you how to do it. We'll also show you some successes, some failures, and the very real future of nation building. So this is the thing. So learn about your country. It makes sense to learn about your country before you go off making a new one. Blah, 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 blah. And then you write the name, the capitals, like, of course, like Frecklesburg, or as I came up with, of course, Amberhead, Redland. Amberhead would be like the New York City of Redland. The capital, state or province names like Redland, blah, blah, blah. Languages, English, Danish. Custom national flag, of course, as you've seen. The flag, obviously, right here. Not like these other fucking bullshit flags. You see people making fun of this one. This is the official. I might refine it a little bit. I might, I might clean it up just a little bit. Maybe have Aubrey like maybe make it very centered and all that. Really make sure it's 100% centered and all that. I don't know, but yeah. So that's pretty much the flag currently as it stands. Yeah, of course the song, the anthem, the symbols. I mean, I already showed y'all some of the symbols, of course, like the fox and things like that, and the woodpecker. And don't make pecker like penis jokes. That's not funny. Anyway, and symbols like the star, the moon and stars, like the flag symbol. Anyway, so then you come down here, you have rules, create rules and things like that. The state, and like obviously I haven't really 100% decided on the laws yet. I thought that my community would, I think that it would be important to establish laws once you've got some people there. I thought maybe like a high council, like a ginger council, like council instead of one leader. Perhaps we have a council of leaders in the ginger community. They would have special, maybe ornate robes or something, or special pins on their vest, like on their not vests, but their suits. Perhaps we all wear like nice, really nice kind of military style suits. Each one with if you have a certain high rank, kind of like in the military, you have like little pins and symbols. I thought that would be kind of a cool thing. I'm not very like Star Wars Empire, okay, but I mean like it would be a cool way to kind of easily see, oh, they're this rank. Oh, we should show them respect. They're this. They're a high council member. Not getting high, but I mean like there's like the council, then there's like maybe the high council. I don't know. So it's like kind of like Congress, and then the president. You have the council, then you have the high council. So it's like, anyway, I don't know if that's exactly how it'll work, but I think that it's important to, get to know the people that you're starting a nation with, or a state with, or a community with, and then decide on some basic laws and rules, and then go from there. Because I think I would like it to be a very democratic process in terms of establishing laws. Anyway, it wouldn't be like some fascist thing. It's not a cult, Johnny Bonsacco. Shut up. Let's go back to what I was talking about. Yeah, create rules. The state as a person of international law should possess the following qualifications. Permanent population of only ginger people. Defined territory, of course. Government, of course, like the council. Of course, the leader, Copper Cab, or Copper, just Copper. President Copper, maybe. I don't know. Supreme Leader Copper. That sounds a little weird. I don't want to say I'm Supreme Leader. That sounds a bit dictatory, and I'm not. I wouldn't want to be a dictator. I would like it, however. Here's the thing, though. Okay. I wouldn't want term limits in terms of the leader, because that makes no sense to me. Like when we had Obama, I would have probably voted for a third term for Obama, or a fourth. Like Obama was an incredible president. So I just think term limits are just kind of goofy, and like it only gives the other party a chance to kind of swing the pendulum. Like, the Republicans take back the White House. Like it's just, I don't know. So I don't know. Like I would of course be the first president. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you're only saying that because you would want to be the first president. Well, I mean, I would be the first leader of Redland, because I'm literally out here trying to get this made and get this done. I've been fighting for gingers for over a decade on the internet and just in general. Like, what? So I'm kind of like, I don't want to say I'm the George Washington of ginger people, because people already refer to me as the Martin Luther King Jr. of ginger people, but, and I wouldn't be a king. Like, I knew some people were going to say freaking North Korea. It's not like North Korea, okay? Supreme leader is just like a way of saying like the top leader. Anyway, maybe like, I don't know, President Copper. I don't know, that's stupid. It's not stupid, but it's maybe I don't know, whatever. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Well, I don't need to talk about all that right now or define that right now. I would be the leader though, starting out, and then from there, after like a decade or so, maybe depending on if there's a vote, we would then maybe elect a new leader. I don't know. If I got tired of it, maybe. The balance of the first 10 article, blah 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 blah. So scroll down. Find territory for your micronation. Yeah, this is the hard part. With two exceptions, existing land has all been claimed by existing countries. I wonder what those two exceptions are. The main exception is Antarctica, of course. Even then, should you brave the weather and lack of population appeal, Antarctica is managed by the most powerful countries in the world, and it's unlikely they'll let you just plant a flag and say, mine, mine, mine. Second, there is Bir Tay something, Tawil, I can't even pronounce that. A tiny plot of land between Egypt and Sudan, which neither claim. Interesting. However, that's probably in the desert, though. Egypt and Sudan, that wouldn't be a very suitable environment for ginger people. I'm just being honest. Antarctica will be much better. Anyway, however, there is very little appeal to this country due to it being only a patch of sand. Whatever. Also, it has been claimed, in quotes, by Jeremiah Heaton and is referred to as North Sudan. Still, there are things to try to get around this earth of available dirt. So, conquer an existing country. There are many small island nations dotting the Pacific, and it's unlikely they have much of a defense force. That's true. Sure, it's crazy, but crazy enough that it might just work. All you need is an army, a navy, and the support of the world community, many of whom protect these small nations from intruders. See, they write this to try to, like, deter you from attempting this, and it's really clearly biased against people trying to start a new nation, but whatever. Whatever. This has been attempted in the Comoros, Vanuatu, whatever, and the Maldives, but ultimately failed. However, this is not recommended due to the devastating impact colonization has had on numerous countries around the world today. I know about colonization, people. As well as the fact that it is unjust, to take land from the... Well, actually, it is unjust. I'm not going to go, about it, but... Anyway, whatever. Buy an existing country. This is a big one. So, you know what's funny is that recently, Donald Trump was actually trying to buy Greenland. This is a real thing that actually was happening. I don't know if drop a 555 in the live chat if you remember that. Greenland for sale. There was an attempt by the United States to purchase Greenland. There have been proposals before. I'll show you a few. There's a whole Wikipedia page here. Proposals for the United States to purchase Greenland. Hypothetical United States territory if Denmark were to sell Greenland to the USA. So, of course, it's colored red. So this is not new, but Donald Trump also tried to buy Greenland. This actually happened, and... Excuse me?
Gingers are only created by gincest fat ginger orangutan. You
wrong.
So all you need is the mustache. You need to
wrong.
put your soul into your flag. Oh wait.
I'm so sick of that fucking robot. Enough, okay? Stop comparing me to Nazis. It's not like that. Shut up, Jitler. Anonymous, I can't wait for your new country, Copper. I don't know if it's going to be a country. We're going to get to that in a moment if you just shut up. So we can nuke them off the planet. It would be amazing to have all gingers in one place. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ginger genocide. People advocating openly, publicly, for the genocide against an entire race of people. That is disgusting. It's deplorable. It's offensive. It's gross, and it's bigoted, and it just shows that you're stupid and ignorant. But anyway, whatever. Where was I? Where was I? So yeah, there's things here. Find a loophole. Look for regions that are otherwise unproductive for the local government. Chances are that the local authority won't have any interest in keeping a disputed, resource-consuming territory that is otherwise economically, politically unproductive. So I wanna highlight this. So look for regions that are otherwise unproductive for the local government. So, here's the thing. I was thinking about it, and it would. Oh, well, here, let me show you the very next thing. I stopped right before I scrolled down. Boom. Buy an island. The ocean, as they say, is the last great frontier. Well, I don't know about that. Have you ever heard of space? But anyway, international waters are owned by no nation, and this has spurred interest and activity. The Principality of Sealand. Sealand, initially created as a military base in the North Sea off the coast of England during World War II, is a football field-sized structure that houses troops, or that housed troops and weapons to destroy blah, blah, blah. And it was abandoned until 1966 when a rogue DJ named Roy Bates, tired of battling the British government over his pirate radio station, moved there to set up shop. The station never went back on the air, but he declared the floating fortress the Principality of Sealand. So I guess like a prince. He raised the flag, named himself Prince, and his wife Princess Joan. Sealand withstood court challenges and remains an independent nation to this day. Interesting. So he just declared himself a prince, got a freaking island, technically, and the courts did not dispute. Sealand withstood the court challenges, and he became a fucking prince. But anyway, so that's definitely interesting. Palm Island Group, while not a nation, the Palm Island Group off the coast of Dubai is indicative of the direction that holds the most promise for nation builders. The Seasteading Institute, the Republic of Minerva. One millionaire activist piled sand onto a reef located in the Pacific Ocean south of Fiji and created an artificial island to start the Republic of Minerva. But if you're not rich enough to make land, then just make it up. Some of the more lighthearted blah, blah, blah. So this actually can happen. This can actually happen. This is not out of the ordinary. This is not impossible. So, you know, this actually can occur, but it is very hard. Now, I was looking at private islands for sale, and there's a few, and again, I mean, like Mr. Beast bought someone an island recently. You know, it happens. It's not, and there are things called Kickstarter campaigns, crowdfunding. If you get a bunch of if you do a Kickstarter campaign and you do like a crowdsource thing and you make like some of the top ones, like you can own a plot of land on this nation. You could get like a baron role or like have like a title of of regal title, like a baron or a duke or duchess. Like you can be a royal in a way. There are things that you can and then because you might not be able to buy an island on your own. But if you crowdfund and you put forth some money, you could perhaps get yourself a royal title, like a baron, a lord, lady, baron, duke, duchess kind of thing, of an emerging micronation or a nation of ginger people. It would end up probably being world news. It would be a viral subject. People would be like, "Have you heard this? The redheads are trying to make their own land." People would go just out of curiosity. Redheads would be like, "What the fuck is this? Can I get perks for moving there?" Like how they try to pay people $1,000 a month to move to Alaska. I don't know if they still do that, but apparently that was happening for a long time. They were trying to incentivize people to move there by giving them almost like an allowance, a monthly allowance or something. It's wild. I don't know if that's exactly how it worked, but there are all kinds of ideas. And so anyway. So I think legitimately there are actual ways to do this. You can buy islands. This one's under $1 million. This is in Ireland. Ireland, Europe. For sale. Ireland, Europe. Green grass, trees, shade, land. I mean, it's really in a very nice area. Nice location geographically for ginger people. Ireland, where most gingers are anyway. Most of the world's, in terms of concentrated ginger, percentage of ginger population, Ireland and Scotland are the top two. I think it was something like 10% of Ireland is comprised of ginger people. So that's already a lot. So, I mean, it's like a stone's throw away from Ireland where you already are. And if you offer incentives, possibly, I mean, you never know. And it could end up being a big thing. Maybe somehow get Mr. Beast involved. I don't know, like St. Patrick's Day video. I don't know, something stupid like that. But there are ways to maybe get this done. Inquire now. I can click that. Shore Island. Shore Island is situated on the Shannon estuary between Limerick and Clare. Don't make any Clare jokes. The distance from Clare shore is approximately 0.5 miles or 10 minutes away by a small boat. So you can get to the main lands in 10 minutes. It's approximately 3.5 miles west of Shannon Airport, So 3.5 miles from an airport by boat. That's not bad at all. It's like a freaking ferry ride. So title, freehold, type, private island, under 1 million, 30 acres, which is actually quite plenty of land to start a community. I think this is actually possible. I mean, really, and it's not just that. There are other islands as well. I mean, it's literally 110 acres, 200 acres, 460 acres. I mean, Australia, 74 acres. There's plenty of islands, but I specifically like the idea of having an Irish island, shore island, and we would call it Redland or Red Island. I don't know. Redland, Ireland, or Redland, Europe. I don't know exactly, but I don't know exactly how that would work, but it's interesting. I mean, let's look at Google Earth. Is there a street view? Is there anything on Shore Island? Is there any kind of structure at all already built? Any kind of foundation? Shore Island. Here we go. So here it is right here. And you can see there's Ireland. I'll zoom out here. You got some ruins of friary, some ancient ruins over here. Like an old castle perhaps or something. That's pretty fucking cool. I mean, folks, it's, you know, it's not, again, this might not be the best way to go about it, but the point is that these things are possible. The Red Pyre? I don't know. We're not shipping you racist anything. It's not racist. Okay, look, listen. Just because I want to have an island comprised of only red ginger people, it does not mean it's racist. It's just simply trying to build back a community that has long been disenfranchised. It is taking back the pride of a nation. Not even taking back the pride of a nation, but it's like, it's trying to kind of like reclaim the culture, perhaps. Like, white people for a long time, I'm not trying to hate on white people, they have made gingers, they have convinced my people somehow that they're white. I don't get it. I really don't. How they have fallen prey to this trap. Manipulation, really. I'd like to think that my fellow ginger man, my brothers and sisters out there are smarter than that. But this is, I'm talking about generations of conditioning and manipulation and gaslighting, really. You know, people often, like, ginger people will make fun of themselves and not take themselves seriously, a lot of them. And they won't be like, that's racist. They'll just, like, laugh. They'll laugh it off. Or they'll make themselves the butt of a joke. Like, they'll just be self-deprecating. Like, huh, ginger people, ginger guys, you know, the redheaded women, they get all the love, but us guys, I mean, we're kind of like, whatever. Like, I was watching a video the other day. I'll show you right here. Conan O'Brien, of course. Conan. I mean, everyone knows Conan. He was talking to Bryce Dallas Howard. Here we go. I'll show you.
First of all, congratulations. Thank you for being here. You are pregnant with your second child.
Yes.
How far along are you?
I'm a little over 6 months.
Oh, my goodness. I would just... Ron Howard, yeah. Well, second.
I'm used to growing up in a family where we were all redheads.
Well, I mean... is not...
And so watch this clip here.
Does your first child
so do you.
have... Oh, thank you. Could you excuse us? Does your first child have red hair?
No, he's white blonde.
Yeah.
And my husband has brown hair.
Okay. Well, the
So-
red-haired gene is very squirrely. I have red hair. My wife does not, and both of my children have blonde.
I love that she's wearing a red dress. It would be great if all ginger people wore green, red, and white. Perhaps that could be a thing where it, like, depending on your tier on the island in terms of your maybe your authority, perhaps maybe certain colors are indicative of certain levels within the community. Like, if you're a builder, perhaps you wear a certain color. If you're a politician, maybe a council member, a high council, you wear a certain color of, like, garment or clothing or suit or robe or whatever. Like, I don't know, but red is so beautiful, and I love that color on her. Like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Whitish hair, yeah.
Yeah.
And both of my children have blonde,
Yeah.
whitish hair, yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird. I mean, it's like people. I'm used to growing up in a family where we were all redheads.
Well, your dad's a famous, one of those famous television redheads of all time. Right.
Ron Howard.
Howard, yeah. Well, second.
And then, of course, if you know, on Tosh, well, I won't play it, but Daniel Tosh asked me who was the top redheads of all time, and asked me number one, and I said Ron Howard. And he said, Ron Howard! Anyway, that's her father.
I think he's first. But here's the thing, this story has been in the news this week. I don't know how you react to this, but sperm banks are now turning down redheaded donors because nobody wants to have redheaded babies.
Boo is right. That's the appropriate response from the crowd. I like that.
Did you hear this?
I take this so personally.
Of course you do. They don't want any more of us.
That's the worst.
It's the worst.
That is the worst. And y'all are laughing, but it's serious. And this is a problem that Redland would look to correct. We would solve that problem. See, they're laughing right now, but if you look, there's pain there. There's pain behind there. There is pain. That's a legitimate. There is pain there. It's very upsetting. Hold on. Get this on the screen. They're laughing. They're laughing. And the crowd's laughing with them because, gingers have been conditioned to be self-deprecating and, like, not take themselves seriously, which is, that's a healthy thing to an extent. But at a certain point, it's not healthy. At a certain point, it's gaslighting.
Worst thing I ever heard. Any more of us.
They don't. Well, let me rewind that again.
Personally.
Of course you do. They don't want any more of us.
Now ask yourself, who is they? Now ask yourself, who is they? Who is they that doesn't want... Why are you laughing in the live chat, Tanner? Everyone, stop putting laughing emojis in the live. It's not funny. Don't laugh in the live chat. Anyway, whatever.
That's the worst.
It's the worst thing I ever heard.
It is very bad.
I mean, it's not the worst thing.
It is very bad. It is very, very... It's not bad. It's terrible. It is the worst.
That's the worst.
It's the worst thing I ever heard. Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst thing I ever... The Netflix thing is really bad.
Nothing compares to that.
But that's a true story. That's real.
That's really confronting. There's a part of me...
It is confronting, Bryce. It is confronting. And eventually you're going to have to confront the truth that gingerism is a real issue in society. We are discriminated against. We are not seen as equal, like, to other people. We're not viewed really as white. They'll say that we're white, but they will only say that so that they can mock us publicly, and white people can make fun of us and continue to do exactly that. And they can continue. If we were, let me just explain this right now. This is one of the points that that I've tried to make. If we were protected as a race, if we were seen and we were viewed mainstream as our own ethnic group, as our own race, which we are, by the way. We are a race, and we are our own ethnic group. Listen, Even if we're not publicly or mainstream recognized as such yet, we are, and that doesn't change the fact. But if they did that, if they tried to deny an ethnic a race, a group, if they tried to deny a race of people from submitting sperm, imagine if they tried to do that to Spanish people or black people or white people. Imagine that. There would be a difference in the response. There would absolutely be. And I think many of you probably know I'm right, even if you won't publicly admit it. I'm making a legitimately good point there. And this can be, I think that many people can agree, even if they don't agree with me about gingers being there, even though ginger people are a race. If it was a thing where it was like a race of people, you cannot turn down a Spanish person from submitting sperm to a sperm bank because they're Spanish. That would be incredibly discriminatory and wrong. It would not be a good thing. Just like it's not a good thing to turn down a ginger. They did that with ginger people. This is a real thing that happened. You just heard it there from Conan, and this is something I've known about for a long time. If we were established as an ethnic group and a race, our own people, that would be seen more open. That would be definitely seen as racism and discriminatory, and taken much more seriously, and it wouldn't have happened. So that's what the point is people go, well, why do you care so much about being a race? Like, people have asked me this, okay? This is a good point right here, and I want to make this point right now because it's fresh, and all of your, like, you just saw that. There are actual benefits, many, in fact, I would say, to being protected under the equal rights thing, like being recognized as a minority, as a race, as a, as a people. So, yeah, they actually did that, Jack, in the live chat. Jackception. Wait, they actually did that? Question mark, question mark? Yeah, they actually did. Wait, they actually did that? Yeah. They did, in fact, do that. They did, in fact, do that, Jack. They did, in fact, do that. Now, in fact, I'll show you real quick right now. I'll show you just real quick. But let's let the video finish, because there's not much left. That wasn't even the point of the me showing this video.
That understands, because.
But the Netflix thing is really bad.
Nothing compares to that.
But that's a true story. That's real.
That's really confronting. There's a part of me that understands, because we're not really built for planet Earth. Like,
yes.
We go outside once, and then we spend the next 5 years in the dermatologist's office, like, getting things lasered off.
Okay, so she's clearly joking, okay? And this is an example of the self-deprecation and the self-gaslighting ginger people have been conditioned to perform. Like, we've been conditioned to, like, perform for white people and gaslight ourselves and be, like, kind of submissive in a weird way. Like, not submissive, because we're not going to be submissive. It's not going to be like that. I don't like that word. People are going to take it sexually. It's not meant to sound sexual. But, like, it's meant to be, like, really, forget the submissive part, the gaslighting part. Gingers have been conditioned to gaslight themselves and be like, and not take themselves seriously when it is actually a real problem. Gingerism is a real issue, and it occurs every day. And it's been occurring throughout history. The ancient Greeks, the Romans actually enslaved ginger people. They thought that gingers were of higher value as a slave, and it was seen as a status symbol to have a ginger as a slave. You can actually Google this right now. You will legitimately see. I have done research, folks. This is why it's like I don't take people seriously when they try to argue with me. Ginger people have been discriminated against throughout history. I mean, like, actually, not just ostracized, but, like, harmed throughout history. There's been violence towards ginger people. Lots and lots and lots of violence. So, it's not just bullying. It's not just schoolyard bullying. It's like an actual legit, and that's an actual legit issue, but I'm saying, like, it's like a worldwide, it's discrimination. Ginger people are seen as ginger people are seen as distinct in society. We are recognized as a distinct group, but we're not but people don't want to recognize us as a race, which we clearly are. We're treated differently, but we're not being given the same respect and the same benefits of being treated, of being seen as you know, its own race. So it's just, you know, the cake and eat it too kind of thing. Like they want to, you know, they want to treat gingers differently, but they don't want to accept that gingers are different than white people. So, you know, it's just white people being racist and, you know, people being ignorant and being conditioned to accept things that aren't factual and just, you know, in live chats on YouTube comment sections and mocking people and gaslighting. And you know, this is going to change. This is going to change, and Copper Cab is going to fight for the ginger movement this year, 2023. Redland, the movement, the Ginger Collective. I found a Discord server, and I'm not going to say where or what it is, but I found a Discord server today that had 53 gingers in it. And they had a ginger role, designating them as a redhead, as a ginger. And I've been finding these Discord servers and these comment sections on YouTube, and I find comment sections and I find people talking about how they believe the gingers are a race. I find them. I find these people. I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of looking around. I've been actually working at like finding these people, and I'll show you like right here. Here's a couple of comments, and I got their YouTube channels, and I'm going to be sending them messages and emailing and all that. But here's one comment, a couple of them actually, and of course you got someone here one day ago being a snarky prick, but 2 days ago, I took a screenshot. I think this was last night. I screenshotted this in the replies of this video here. I'm a ginger, and I've always said gingers are their own race. 2 days ago from Crazy, and no one say, oh look, their name's Crazy. Of course they're gonna say whatever. That got 12 likes right there. So that could be 12. That could be a dozen gingers right there agreeing. But anyway, Niv, I'm not going to say her whole name, but whatever. Her or he or they, I don't know their gender. But they replied to that comment. I say we are too. So there's a couple gingers right there in that comment section. I mean, there are people out there that believe that gingers are a race. It's not just me. So I just got to find these people, and I got to bring them all together. The natural, this is weird. This person has the name Chad. They've got a Chad meme. Natural gingers are a race. 8 months ago. Changed my mind. And then Eric Johnson says, very based. No one has the balls to say this, but they literally fall under the definition of a race because of the specific physical characteristics that all redheads share. I mean, this is not... So I'm going to find these people. I'm going to find them. And I'm going to assemble. Don't make Avenger ginger jokes. A ginger's a symbol. Like, let me not maybe use the word assemble. I know Avengers rhymes kind of rhymes with ginger. Listen, I'm going to gather as many like-minded gingers as I can. I'm going to try to. I don't know if I can, you know, get a ton, but I'm going to try. And it's not a cult, Johnny. Stop saying that it's a fucking cult. Anyway, I'm going to get these gingers together, and then we're going to take... So, and then I'm going to talk to them in voice chats, and I'm going to, you know, not convince them. I'm going to discuss with them why we need to bring more and more and more and more and more to the group. And so then we're going to start trying to recruit, inspire others to join the movement. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll use the word recruit. Whatever. And we're going to recruit more and more and more ginger people. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll have several thousand. Maybe a couple. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe. If I could just get... Right now I'm aiming for... I'm gonna get close, but right now I'm working towards 100 gingers in the server. But the goal is to have at minimum 10,000 on a Discord server. And it is the Ginger Collective. That is the name of the server. You are not allowed to join if you are not a ginger. If you're a ginger, hey, you should of course join. You don't have to be very active. It's not meant to be even an active server. It's just like a collective, a database for fellow redheads, okay? Nothing crazy, nothing serious. Don't feel any pressure to be active and talk a lot. Totally fine if you just lurk or don't even bother checking on it, you know? But if you just join the server, you're doing your part. Just by joining and adding a number. But you're not just a number. You know, you matter. So, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Consider it like a big fraternity, if you will. Like a big frat or a sorority or a club that only you can join if you are one of us. So, it's great. But anyway, I'm going to find these people. I'm going to send them all messages on YouTube. Of course, they're going to see Copper Cab, and they're probably going to recognize me. The Ginger, blah, blah, blah. My YouTube URL, youtube.com/ginger. So, I mean, it's not like I'm, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, who the fuck is this? It's like literally Copper Cab. So, messaging. So, yeah. So, I'm going to message these people. I'm going to ask them to join the server. And just kind of try to chat with a few of these people that believe gingers are a race. And maybe inspire them to help me recruit more. And you got to start somewhere, folks. You got to start somewhere when you start a movement. You got to start somewhere. I mean, it starts with one individual looking to spark change and create a movement. And, you know, I don't like being compared to these tyrants throughout history. It's not like that at all. But the white people will call me a tyrant. They will try to besmirch me and slander me and drag my name through the mud and try to, you know, defame my character. Defamation of character is illegal, by the way, and you can be sued by that, or for that reason, and punished severely. They'll try. They will. They'll try, and they'll fail, because gingers are going to rise up. They will. They'll rise up. The gingers will rise up. I assure you. The gingers will rise up.
You know, it's for planet Earth. Like,
Yes.
we go outside once.
Stop calling me the Red Tyrant. That is not going to be some nickname that sticks. People have all... Harold Balder calls me that. A lot of you call me that, and I'm tired of that fucking nickname. Stop calling me a Red Tyrant. I'm not a Red Tyrant.
And then we spend the next 5 years in the dermatologist's office, like, getting things lasered off. You know, it's...
Yeah,
I'm just telling y'all, it's not all talk. There's going to be actions.
I did have a dermatologist.
Actions, of course, as in no violence, but like there's going to be like I'm going to actually try to recruit people and bring people to the server, and you know, it's pretty exciting. I don't know.
Just once say to me, this is a true story. He said, "What do you do when you go to the beach?" And I said, "I wear a big hat. I put on like 50
whatever.
I put on a long sleeve shirt." And he said, "Yes, but what else do you do?" And I said,
That guy's a racist. The doctor's a racist for insinuating that he has to wear more layers when he goes to the beach.
"Live on Earth. There's nothing else I can do except stay home." And he said, "Maybe you want to stay."
Copper's Beeswax in the live chat super chatted Canadian $5.50, and they said, "Yeah, Copper, I support public breeding kennels for gingers. Praise Red Power." What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Public breeding kennels for ginger people? You're sick.
Stay home. And I felt like the kid from Powder. It's crazy, you know?
Yeah. I mean, both my parents are redheads, and both of their parents were redheads. So we're genetically, like, messed up. I mean, it's like almost it's like an inbred.
No, it's not. Don't say inbred. Bryce! Don't start the gincest comments. Hold on 1 second. So listen to what she said here. Ignore that fucking inbred comment. See, this is what I'm talking about. The self-deprecating jokes are not funny.
And both of their parents.
So listen to what she said.
You want to stay home. And I felt like the kid from Powder. It's crazy, you know?
Yeah. I mean, both.
I don't want to have my camera covering up that beautiful head of hair, red hair. Okay.
Both my parents are redheads.
So both of her parents are redheads. So Ron Howard apparently got with a redhead. Amazing job. I'm glad that I picked him at the time when I was on Tosh as being the #1 ginger. I'm really glad because apparently he went. I didn't even know that. He married a redhead. He got with a redhead and he had a redheaded daughter, of course. Like I've said, 2 redheads make a redheaded baby, of course.
And both of their parents were redheads.
And both of their parents, by the way. So Ron Howard Both of his parents were redheads. And Ron Howard's wife, her mom, Bryce Dallas Howard's mom, the woman that Ron Howard married, was a redhead. And her parents apparently were redhead. So we're talking pure gingerness. Pure ginger genetics. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I love this. It's not even that I love this. Anyway, look, I don't want to get distracted. This is just, anyway, but look what she says after. Look what she says after.
So we're genetically, like, messed up.
That's not messed up. That is not genetically messed up. That is the white man conditioning people to think that. It's ridiculous. It's so much gaslighting. So much why are people gaslighting themselves like that? It's so wrong. We want pure ginger people, pure blood gingers. This is a good thing, people. A good thing. Keith Coster, super chatted $2. Hey, Keith. Redland, the naked fire crotch island. That's not funny, Keith. That's just very immature.
I mean, it's like almost like an inbred sort of thing.
It's not inbred.
I love it when you tell this story, don't they? We're just hill folk.
I know, but it is. So it's a little comforting because my husband is, very appears very differently than I, and so it was sort of good to get some new genes into the gene pool, into the Howard gene pool.
Well, I will.
No! No! What are you doing, Bryce? Bryce! Why are you saying that? Because not only are you saying that, Bryce, you are promoting that on TBS with Conan O'Brien, another iconic ginger. You're promoting the diluting the ginger gene. That is not right. I love Bryce Dallas Howard, okay? Beautiful. Stunning. Seemingly very kind, just misguided, ginger queen, related to one of the most iconic redheads in media and pop culture, Ron Howard. I mean, hello, it's Ron Howard. It's just like, what is wrong with you, Bryce? No, wrong.
Say just hill folk.
I know, but it is. So it's a little comforting because
I don't want to play this again.
My husband is, very appears very differently than I, and so it was sort of good to get some new genes into the gene pool.
That's your opinion, Bryce.
The Howard gene.
It's not right though. It's not that it's not right. It's just okay. You know what? In your opinion, it's good to get some different genes. Whatever. That's fine. If that's what you're interested in. But you know what? I think that it would be really cool if you had a third generation redheaded family. Like, so you got your gingers, grandparents, apparently on both sides. So there's the grandparents, Ron Howard, his parents were redheads, and Ron Howard's wife, who's a redhead, her parents were redheads. So both her grandmas and grandpas, I'm guessing, were all redheads, and her mom and dad are redheads, and she's a redhead. So if she married another redhead, then that would continue the ginger, I don't want to call it purification, but the ginger cycle. I just don't understand why she would, I just don't understand why she would do that. But, whatever. Hey, you know what? Look, we all have our own preferences. And, she probably wouldn't want to go to Redland. That's what that tells me. But she'd still be welcome there. Her husband... No. Well, I'm not going to say no. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to sound mean. Look, Redland is for red people. For the ginger people. Alright? Moving on. And I like what she's saying here, but... Look, I am not condoning... I'm not trying to say that gingers cannot get with other kinds of people. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not a racist. I'm not a ginger supremacist, okay? Some people have called me that, and it's pissed me off. I'm not a ginger supremacist. I'm not a red supremacist. It's not like that. I'm a ginger rights activist. I'm proud to be a ginger. I want more gingers to get with each other and promote the ginger race. But that doesn't mean that I don't like other people or other kinds of people. Obviously, that's not true, and everyone knows that. Everyone that knows me knows that. So, you know, I fight for all kinds of people on my social justice videos and my streams. You know, LGBT, people of color, other people of color, black, Spanish, whatever. I don't know if I've talked about Spanish people, but I've never said anything mean. I just, you know, I don't know if many things come up in my kind of, you know, in my not my knowledge sphere. Not knowledge sphere. I don't know how to put it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The point is I love all people. I just want ginger people. The point is I just want ginger people to get together more. And so, you know, of course, I've done my part. I've married a ginger woman, a beautiful, stunning redhead. Not our wife, my wife, Aubrey. And we're going to have multiple kids. I mean, we're, you know, looking at maybe definitely 2, maybe, and a big maybe, 3. But definitely 2. Because we don't want to have an only child. We want to have at least 2. And that'll be soonish. But yeah, so anyway, I mean, look, I'm doing my part for the ginger race. I would like it if more gingers would do theirs as well. I mean, I'm married to a redhead, so I'm literally doing my part. I'm not over here talking a big game and then not following through with what I'm doing. Like, I'm doing my part. Are you doing yours? Like, what's going on here? So, anyway, whatever.
And so it was sort of good to get some new genes into the gene pool, the power gene pool.
Well, I will say this. I think women with red hair are beautiful and stunning. I think men with red hair, it's like, oh. You know?
I don't like this! This is problematic. This is one of the things I'm talking about. Ginger guys, but ginger people in general, because women are like fetishized and objectified. And it's kind of gross. They don't like it per se. Like, women don't want to be, like, fetishized like that. Like, treated like an object. Like a kink. No, beautiful redheaded woman, a beautiful redheaded woman, a ginger woman, is not meant to be a fetish, a kink. Treated like some, you know, slut. And I'm not slut-shaming when I say that. The point is that women deserve respect as well, but men as well. Men are not ugly, you know, nasty thing, like whatever, like wah, wah, wah. No, ginger men are handsome too. I'm handsome. I scored Aubrey, and you know, gingers are handsome. Ginger men, women, all genders. Every that's kind of a tongue twister. Every gender, you know, doesn't matter what gender you are. If you're a ginger, you're beautiful.
You know,
but that.
And stunning. I think men with red hair, it's like, oh, you know. I'm just being really honest. That's why I do.
Whatever. Summer21 in the live chat, she said, pretty sure redheaded men are fetishized sometimes too, in certain circles. Ahem. I know that some redheaded men are. I have encountered and I have met. Some people won't believe me, but whatever. I don't really give a fuck. I have met some people that are like interested and a ginger man. I mean, obviously, Aubrey, you know, I really lucked up with Aubrey. She's a stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, you know, physically and, you know, mentally, she's a beautiful person, but, you know, not just a great figure, a great smile, and a great personality, but, like, there are, yeah, no, absolutely, though, Summer21, there are some, oh, so Summer21's a man, that's fine, whatever. I know that redheaded men can be fetishized as well, but look, that's problematic also. That's actually problematic. It's problematic.
Do my best to look like a woman.
Wait, what did he say?
Men with red hair, it's like, oh, you know. I'm just being really honest. That's why I do my best to look like a woman. I think redheaded women are gorgeous. I think redheaded guys, it's like, what's going on with the Viking over there? You know?
The Viking? There's something wrong with the Vikings?
My mother would strongly disagree.
Boom!
Obviously.
Boom! Right there. My mother would strongly disagree, obviously.
Yeah.
She thinks redheaded guys are really hot. I mean, she's been with my dad since they were 16, so.
Woo!
Yeah, but my parents actually, they kind of debate this issue because they were both made fun of a lot when they were kids. You know, redheads are kind of made fun of, and they
they're kind of made fun of, Bryce? Oh, really? Oh, you don't say?
You know, they kind of talk about who was ostracized more for being a redhead.
It does it more. No one should be ostracized to begin with. And then people will try to say that ginger people are treated differently. Oh, fuck out of here with all that bullshit.
Right.
I mean, it was my dad.
He got picked.
Yeah, ginger men.
On more.
Yeah, definitely. And then he
People were
started
like, "Hey, Opie," and pushed him over.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah. And then he started balding when he was like 21.
Yeah.
But he's done fine.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
What's that mean? He started balding when he was 20. Wait, what was that? What was that facial expression? What was that about?
Hey, Opie, and pushed him over.
Yeah. And then he started balding when he was like 21.
Yeah.
But he's done fine.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah. I think he squeaked through.
Whatever. Anyway, the point is, ginger people deserve to be treated better.
There's gonna be some pork in a foot tonight in Kansas.
I don't know what the fuck I don't say right now. Whatever. I plant my Giga seed in that ginger bush. Shut up, Giga Chad. Shut up. Damn. Such a freaking pervert. Hello, my favorite ginger supremacist. I'm not a ginger supremacist. Don't call me that. Should white people be banned from ginger memes just like black memes to keep digital to stop digital blackface? You said keep. Assuming you meant stop. I would say that white people shouldn't be using ginger memes. Speaking as someone who has been, I don't want to say the victim because I'm not a victim, but has been memed. Obviously, you know who I am. Specifically for being a ginger, the ginger, you know, the video and all that, and the memes that had spawned from that video. I think that white people shouldn't be using memes with ginger people because I think it perpetuates, it adds to the not taking it seriously kind of thing. It doesn't take it serious. It doesn't take ginger seriously. Like, it treats gingers like a joke, you know. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, I would say, I maybe that's an opinion thing. I certainly don't think it's as big of an issue. This is just my opinion. I don't think that that's as big of an issue as is Hollywood's erasure of ginger people and media. You know, I think that's a more pressing matter, more, you know, bigger concern than GIFs, ginger GIFs. But I would say it would be respectful. You would be a respectful individual to go out of your way to avoid using GIFs featuring ginger people predominantly. It's just a sign of respect. I'm not saying that you have to do that. This is just my opinion, though. I don't speak. I mean, well, do I speak for all ginger people? I mean, I kind of do, to an extent. I would say, I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the person and the context. Context can matter. If you're using a ginger meme and there's a certain context, maybe you're trying to show an example of a ginger meme or some, I don't know. Whatever. But, yeah, I would say don't, though. I would just say don't, to err on the side of caution and be respectful to ginger people. That would be one way to do that. Let me see here. I'll show you the server that I found. I found this server here. It's quite brilliant, actually. I'm not making any of this up. So here's a server. I don't want to show what server it is. Okay, it covers up the server name. So yeah, this is a server of ginger people. If you click on somebody, it shows red hair member, mod, blah blah blah. On the right, you've got the head of fire and these people. So if they're a ginger, they have a I'll show you right here. I'll zoom in because it's kind of hard to see. But like you can see right here, they've got roles with red hair member. Right there. So there's probably so there's 45 people offline right now, and there's 6 people online, of which I'm one of those people. And then there's a mod and a few people, and so they're discussing gingers here. They're discussing redheads. MC1R Gene. I mean, there's a bunch of redheads here. So I found a server, another server with redheads in it. I don't know if they're trying to achieve the same thing that I'm achieving, or that I'm trying to achieve with the Ginger Discord server, the Ginger Collective. But this is, again, I'm finding these pockets of redheads across the internet in comment sections. I'm finding Discord servers like on Reddit. For like, you know, different subreddits for ginger people will have like Discord links and stuff like this one, and I'm finding all these places where I'm finding places to I'm finding people to recruit, and so yeah, when I achieve over 100 members, I'll let you know, and then when I get close to a half 1,000, I'll let you know. We're nowhere near. We're not near 100. We're nowhere near 100 actually. I think with this server, we're gonna get somewhere. We're gonna get close to 100 people. This is already a half 100 on this server alone. So, over a half 100. So, and yeah, gingers. So that clearly go out of their way to join a Discord server for redheads. I mean, these are good people. So these are good people that would go out of their way and take time out of their day to do that. I'm going to, try to individually DM each one of these individuals. There's not a ton, so it's only like 50 people. I can take time and write a legit nice message for each person. Explain who I am. Maybe link one of my videos, my classic videos, and say, hey, my name's CopperCab. I'm starting this kind of movement, this kind of group. Maybe I don't call it a movement right away. I'm just starting this fun club for ginger people. No pressure to chat. You don't have to be active. Totally fine. Just a fun kind of collection, a collective of redheads for only ginger people to join, and then you tell all your ginger friends to join it, and it spreads out, so on and so forth. Kind of like a club. So, yeah. And so anyway, I'm finding these things. I'm finding these places to recruit people. I've been doing a lot of research, especially last night, and I've had some breakthroughs, with finding people. So I'm excited. Gordon Stoltzky, I'm a ginger. Can I join? You're probably not really a ginger, so it's not a cult. Stop calling it a fucking cult, y'all. It's so annoying. Anyway, it'll be great. It'll be great. And if, by the way, if you actually do know a ginger person on Discord, and you can prove that they're a ginger with like a selfie or something, if you can recruit people and help me, I would really appreciate it. I really would. I really would appreciate you. So anyway, we've been streaming for over 2.5 hours. It's 11 p.m. It's 12 p.m. at night. I talked at great length about a lot of things that I actually wanted to talk about. Didn't get too many interruptions. That's a good thing. I appreciate that. To those of you who did interrupt, piss off. To those of you who actually donated with something nice to say, I appreciate you. And for those of you who have attended the class tonight, even though I don't stream on Tuesdays typically, I just wanted to stream tonight because I was kind of really excited about this subject. There's a few things that I wanted to bring up in terms of gingerism. I don't know if I'm really comfortable bringing it all up right now, but there's some really sad stuff out there. I mean, there's articles that I haven't shown, I haven't pulled up. I'll kind of click through a few before I end the stream. It's really quite sad. Gingerism is a real problem. It really is. And it's really sad. And I want you to see some of this because it's actually really sad. This is a real problem. I mean, this isn't... It's not a joke, y'all. Like, I know that ha 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 ha, ginger people get shit sometimes, but, like, when you see posts like this, it's actually very upsetting. Rest in peace to that individual. Too young. It's very upsetting. Try to, like, please, you know, do not be disrespectful right now. And, it's not a joke. It's not funny. It's very awful. And this isn't the only one. This isn't the only post like this. You'll find others. Some ginger people are bullied. Really bad. Really bad. And it's an issue. Gingerism, the last socially acceptable form of bullying. Human rights champion calls for greater protection for red-haired children. This was on January 13th, just one day before January 14th, which is, of course, the anniversary of Copper Cab, coincidentally enough. So if you scroll down, yeah, it's really bad. I could read all this stuff, but maybe I'll read it on a different stream. You know. It's not good. I'm going to show you a few things. So, even this article, given the suicides of bullied redheaded children, there have been calls from rights groups to identify verbal abuse of red hair as a hate crime. I was standing outside a pub, having a smoke with a pal, and then out of nowhere I get punched in the face by a random stranger and called a ginger bastard. Tom Healy, 26-year-old shop assistant who lives near Glasgow, Scotland. He's describing an unprovoked attack last month that left him bleeding with a bleeding nose, and it's not the first such attack he's experienced. You know, it's really, really sad that this kind of stuff happens to anybody, not just ginger people. And it's not a joke. Bullying in general is not a joke. Bullied for being ginger. This is in 2018, April. Schoolboy, 12, tried to kill himself twice in 1 month after cruel taunts over his red hair. It's really not funny. It's really not. The boy from Queensland, Australia, has now spoken about his relentless bullying over years to the TV show The Project. He said, "It started with my red hair, then there were names, and it turned into fights, and then it would just get worse and worse and worse." He also revealed that he self-harms as a way to let out the anger. You know, trigger warnings for people that are upset by like things like that. Brian added, "I hit myself in the head because I really want to fight these kids because I'm absolutely fed up with them. It's gotten too much." Ed Sheeran has supported the family's anti-bullying campaign. That's brilliant. I love that. Great job, Ed Sheeran. I really appreciate that. That's amazing. Good for you, Ed. That just earned a lot of brownie points that I didn't have with him previously because some old tweets from him. But that right there redeems him for me. I'm not kidding anyway. I'm really not. That completely redeems Ed Sheeran. As a ginger icon. So yeah, so you know, it's really not funny. My daughter was bullied to death in England over her red hair. EastEnders star claims redheads are suicidal over mocking. This is in 2019. Right there, you see the date. Louise Byrne, EastEnders actor Jake Wood has called for people to stop bullying redheads as it leads to people feeling suicidal. The actor who plays Max Branning on the BBC soap was appearing on This Morning Britain when he made the plea. So, you know, I don't mind fellow redheads taking the mickey out of us, but there's a fine line. Fellow redheads, you know, if you're a ginger, you know the ginger experience. You know what it's like to be a redhead growing up in school and, you know, being picked on. You know more about the redhead experience. I know people aren't going to want to take it seriously, but this is actually a very serious subject, and it deserves to be taken seriously. And there's nothing funny about suicide. It's terrible. It's tragic. It's awful. And I don't want anyone, regardless of who you are or what you look like or where you come from, I don't want anybody to ever feel like that. It's absolutely, that's just absolutely dreadful. Totally dreadful. I want nobody, you know, not me, not anyone in my family, not any of my friends. I don't want any enemies of mine. Not that I even really have that any. I don't really like keep enemies. But it's, you know, it's terrible. You know, I don't want any, what I mean is I don't want anybody in the whole world. I want no one to feel that way. I want nobody to feel that way. And nobody should be made to feel that way. It's terrible. No one should ever be made to feel that way. You know, nobody should ever, ever, ever be made to feel like that. That's terrible. So, I'm not trying to trigger anybody who might struggle seeing things like this. You know, it's Huffington Post. It's a 14-year-old boy who dyed his hair brown after being teased for his red hair was found hanged in his bedroom. Simon Walters was discovered by his dad, Nigel, 42, at their home in the West Midlands. So when I read things like this, it's very upsetting to me. I don't like this. But I'm going to read it, even though this is not meant to be funny. This is obviously not meant to be funny. Not meant to be funny at all. This is not, and none of it is, you know, but especially this is not. Well, okay, look, listen. Some things with gingers can be funny, but things like this is not funny. This is not funny at all. This is tragic, and this is terrible. Anyway, it's just not right, folks. Like, I know that y'all think that a lot of you think that I'm funny. I know that. I'm not stupid. But, like, you need to understand that as much as I do enjoy making a lot of you laugh sometimes, because I don't mind if you laugh. It doesn't mean that you're not learning. Like, I really would like it if you would sometimes be willing to kind of treat certain things with a bit more seriousness. And I'm not trying to manipulate you using this sad subject. Because I don't even know why I'm saying that. I don't need to say that. I'm not a shitty person. I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, haha, we can laugh and we can joke and we can play and we can have fun with certain subject matter and, you know, do our streams and stuff. But this is a real issue for a lot of people. If you just go and you Google and you research and you actually, like, look at this stuff, gingerism happens. Like, oh, the word gingerism, that's a goofy word. Like, there's no discrimination towards redhead people. There's no discrimination, real discrimination towards redhead people. No, there's ginger families being forced to move because they're a redheaded family. There's, like, literally groups of people that are being made to leave their homes. Like, I'm not going to continue I really don't want to end this on a sad note, but I think it's really important to show you all these kinds of things. Here's another example. It's not nearly as sad, but a family it's still not good. A family are being forced out of their home by a gang of thugs because of their red hair. Kevin and Barbara Chapman say they and their 4 young children have already moved twice to avoid the taunts but at each address they have been subjected to attacks. It's really, here's a website here. The science behind redhead prejudice. Studies show that people are less likely to make a move on a redheaded girl or accept the advances of a redheaded guy. Why? Are people with red hair, gingers, redheads, individuals of unusual rufosity? Like, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like people, there is gingerism. There is racism towards ginger people. And you can choose to ignore that. I'm not saying that it's your fault. I'm not blaming any of this stuff. Oh, obviously not. I'm not blaming anything on you, specifically you watching. But I'm just saying, I know that we like to have fun. But I also think that it's important for you to learn a few things too. And when I read articles like this, when I come across these websites and pages, it can't, it does inspire me to make videos again about really serious subjects, heavy subject matter that is painful to talk about. And everyone gets bullied. Black people, white people, white kids get bullied too. I'm not saying that none of you get bullied. I'm sure many of you have experienced some kind of harassment from someone throughout your life. Nobody is exempt from bullying and harassment and targeted hate. Sometimes I'll say that white people you can't be racist towards the white people. I'm sure that's not totally impossible. That's the most you're going to get out of me in regards to that. But the point is, everyone can get hate, but it's not right. It's not right. Seldom do I bring up a subject like that. Seldom will I bring up suicide and talk about things like that, because it is so sad and upsetting to talk about. Rarely, incredibly rarely, will you ever even hear me say that word. Because it's just so serious. And I know a lot of people watch my streams to laugh. And so it puts me in this awkward position where I feel like if I bring up something tragic, like a shooting, like what happened recently with a transgender person or a ginger person committing suicide for being bullied, it puts me in this position where it's almost uncomfortable for me. It's uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable bringing it up because I know that the audience that I have, I don't know if they're, I'm not saying that you're not going to take it seriously, but I don't know if it's just going to really throw like a whole, the vibe, the atmosphere, the mood of this whole room changes. You know what I mean? This stream totally changes. And as it should, if you treat it with respect and seriousness, which it deserves to be. And nobody wants to talk about these things because they're awful. But I do think it's important that we take a moment to, after people laugh and learn, hopefully, to take a moment to recognize that there's a real problem out there with bullying. I don't know how to solve it, regardless of your race, regardless of your ginger, you're white, you're black, you're Spanish, you're Asian, regardless if you're an e-girl or a simp or whatever. Everybody can, find bullies if they look hard enough. And it's really sad. And I just want everyone to, get along. And, so, I don't know. See, now I'm just, it's just a bummer. It's a real bummer. There's no way I can laugh. It's just, yeah. Like, I'm not using this I'm not using these tragedies to try to, like, manipulate you into thinking that gingers are a race. All I wanted to do is, when showing you that, is I wanted to show you. I'm not trying to gaslight or manipulate you. I assure you, I would never do that. I would never use someone else's tragedy for a benefit. That is, like, laughably offensive. Like, that's so offensive and upsetting, and that's just not the kind of person I am. I just wanted to show you that because, and I think that all goes without saying. I don't even know why I said that, but I just wanted to say it for my own, so I know that I told y'all that. I just want y'all to see that, though, and see that there are some people out there really struggling due to being bullied for being ginger. That's fucking ridiculous. And it makes me, you know, when I see all these posts and these things, it makes me, you know, kind of take a moment. Like last night, I was thinking to myself, it's really upsetting. And it's like, I want to make legitimate videos, like, about these subjects and try to help maybe raise some awareness about it. I don't know if, like, gingers being considered a race is going to help ginger people from being bullied. It's just, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that people on playgrounds and bullies are always going to be bullies. And when you're a redhead, you stand out. Literally. I mean, you're a ginger. So your hair is bright red, and you are an easy target for other people. So, I don't know what the answer is. And I didn't want to just show you that just to make you sad. But it's just like, these are things that I saw last night that were upsetting to me. And I wanted to show you. So, I apologize if I've upset you or triggered you, or, you know, maybe you've dealt with, like, self-harm or something. I'm not trying to trigger or upset you. And I'm using the term trigger not in, like, a cringy way. Like, I'm not trying to stress you out. And I know it's a heavy subject. I do want you to know that if you're ever feeling alone or sad, just know that you're not alone. You might be sad, but you're not alone. And people love you. And, you know, never be afraid to reach out to someone that you trust, like a family member or a close friend. And also, if you're somebody that has a friend that you think might be going through something, don't be afraid to reach out to them. Don't be afraid to ask them if they've been feeling some weird ways lately, if they've been having dark thoughts. Because nothing bad's going to come, in my opinion. Aubrey told me this too, and she's a lot sharper when it comes to these kinds of subject matters than I am, admittedly. And you know I'm not quick to say I'm not smart in a certain area, okay? Come on now, I have a pretty fine ego. But she told me that it never hurts to ask a friend if they've been going through something, because maybe they do want to talk, but they're afraid to reach out. So if you're a person, if you're just a person with a friend, and it seems like that friend has been going through something, you're not really sure what. Maybe they've been quiet. Maybe they've been kind of distant. You don't really know. But something's been off. Reach out, maybe. Maybe consider just like approaching them in a pleasant, not overly kind of like, you know, don't be aggressive. Maybe just kind of be polite and like kind. Maybe consider reaching out to them. You know, you never know what someone's going through. So, everyone needs a friend. But yeah, so I don't want to end the stream off on a sad note, because it's just not my style. So let's just, like, you know, kind of take a moment. Okay? Let's just take a moment and just be cool. And now let's move on, okay? Because that's all very sad, but, you know, life continues and we've all got to move forward, but learn, you know, everyone should learn to try to be nicer people. I don't know if I'm saying all that right, so you can disregard some of those words if you want, or don't, whatever, I don't care. The point is, people should be nice. It's kind of hard to go from that subject matter and things like that to dancing or, like, you know what I mean, playing games. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna end the stream here. I love all you guys. I do. Class clowns and good apples. And I want everyone to just be happy. Okay? Life is very short. I made my YouTube video, the ginger video, 13 years ago. 13 years. You're old. You start to get really old when you're in your 80s. That's only 13 times 8. That's like a lot. That's a big number. So it's like you get so many decades, you know, 6, 7 decades of youth. If you take good care of yourself, you can feel really young even in your 70s. Meemaw has had many friends that I grew up around in their 70s that were living it up, trust me, on their houseboats and their fucking pontoons on the lake. I grew up around some really fun older people, and I've seen old people with young energy growing up. So I know that even in your 70s, you can act like you're in your 30s. Fun, having parties, you know, 4th of July events, tons of family and friends come over, and margaritas and, you know, champagne, all the good stuff. You can have a good time. You can have a very good life for a long time. But it's not forever. Life, for all of us, at some point, you know, we transition to the next phase, whatever that is. I'm a Christian. I believe in heaven. And so I believe that, I wholeheartedly believe that when I pass away one day, hopefully a long time from now, I'll go to heaven. But, you know, life on earth is very short, relatively speaking. So we should enjoy the days that we're given, cherish the ones that we love, try to figure out what really matters to us, not get too involved and distracted by the things that don't matter, like social media, drama that doesn't involve us, Discord drama. Like, these things really don't matter in the grand scheme, y'all. What really matters is what you think matters, I guess. I mean, I think good food matters, and good family, and good friends, and making memories, and hanging out, and going out and doing things with friends, and even if it's just going to the movies or going on a trip to Europe, even if it's with Harold Balder, it's a memory that I've collected that I'll cherish forever, even if I don't like some of those people. So, yeah, it's important to kind of take inventory of the things that matter to you, even if you're young. I know it's when you're young, you're like, the whole world's, and then you start to get like 30, 35, 40, whatever. Maybe you start to kind of realize some things, you know, some things matter, some things don't. But, yeah, don't get caught up on in the bullshit, social media, Twitter, internet stuff. It's bullshit. Just be happy. Try to be thankful for what you have, not envious of what you don't. We're not all going to be Mark Zuckerberg, but that doesn't mean that he has to be happier than us. We can all be happy. Just have to find things that matter to you and figure out what you have and be thankful. So anyway, I got a lot of love for all of you, even the class clowns, even though we don't agree on politics and things. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Join the Discord server, discord.gg/coppercab. Links in the bottom of the description. And, again, I apologize if I've upset anybody. That I promise that was not my intention. You never hear me say the word I promise. Actually, I don't promise. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Anyway, point is, yeah. So, I'm going to end the stream here. But join the Discord if you want to chat. I'm active online. I'm going to probably be up a little bit later. I might even stream a little bit later. Maybe play some Fortnite or something. But yeah, take care. And I'll be streaming tomorrow as it's Wednesday. And yeah.